first topic I want to talk about really quick before we get into some other things is that I don't like bitch ass niggas. And the reason why I want to start off with that is because
game is about helping us learn the rules of manhood. And a lot of times what happens is we don't fully believe in the rules. We don't fully believe in the information.
You cannot fear rejection.
We got to stand on business out there, meaning that the bitches ain't gonna even fuck with me if they don't think that I'm willing to go the distance behind some shit.
everybody in this room, if you had a bitch ass moment, raise your hand.
When I say I am, I want you to say a motherfucking man. I am a motherfucking man.
Like I said, y'all should have bitches. I'm amazed. It's a struggle for some of y'all.
Once you find something that you're into, it comes before everything else. And then even when you deal with a woman who's into you, she has to compete with that thing, whatever the fuck that is, right?
Stand up if you believe in fear. Stand up right now. Everybody stand the fuck up.
You know, I say bitch a lot and nigga a lot, but, you know, it's with good intention and a lot of love in it and whatnot.
If I'm feeling insecure, is this really me, or did somebody teach me how to feel this way?
I am a motherfucking man.
Still ain't getting women? Really? Come on, son. You need to go to badboymembership.com and step up your game. What's up, y'all? It's your boy, Mr. Locario, the bad boy of the dating game, and I'm telling you that if you really want to attract beautiful women, you need to go to badboymembership.com. This is where you get 45 through 90-minute step-by-step dating advice tutorials every month. Just sign up, follow the advice, and you'll get the woman you want. Go to badboymembership.com. That's badboymembership.com. It's your boy, Mr. Locario, the bad boy of the dating game, and I want to tell you about my documentary, Game Kings, The Definition of Game, starring myself, the Boss Mac Top Soil, Rosebud, Ron Wills, Miles Cunningham, and much more. In this documentary, you're going to learn about confidence, manhood, attracting women, and the definition of the game. To get this documentary, go to MrLocario.com.
Some people think you need a sports car to get what you want. Some people think you need $1 million. Some people think you need looks, status. The only thing you need is what they can't get unless they come straight to you. And that's your identity. Join the Masculine Identity membership today. MasculineIdentityMembership.com. Masculine Identity Soap. This luxurious, quality, high lather, high moisturizing, all natural bar soap has been handcrafted with care and consistency to provide a quality cleansing experience for self-care, focus, and productivity. Specially formulated for cold showers. Stay clean, gentlemen. Masculine Identity Soap.
Yo, we here. Shout out to everybody in the chats. Shout out to everybody in the building. Make sure you guys get that Masculine Identity Soap. Hold on, let me put it in this full screen so you guys can, make sure that you make this shit happen. Hold on. Yeah, there we go. So make sure you guys hit that QR code so you can get that shit cracking and get your Masculine Identity Soap. You feel me? Make sure you guys go do that. And shout out to everybody in the chat, man. We got a lot of people up in here so far, man. Shout out to all y'all in the building. You feel me? So, guys, the calling number is 919-647-9392, 919-647-9392. If you have a question, put a Q in the chat, and we will get to your question. What's going on, Miles? What's poppin' with you, man?
Man, chilling, man. Sitting here eating some blueberries, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Trying to keep it healthy and shit, man. Shout out to all the people. I got the I Don't Sleep on the Couch t-shirt popping.
Facts. That's fact. And you can get that shirt at thebadboystyle.com. It's thebadboystyle.com. Get that t-shirt. You feel me?
And just want to, express gratitude, man. Grateful for you, Lucario. Everything that you do, man. Appreciate you.
That's likewise.
Yes, sir. And grateful for all the people that be on every show. Like y'all people who be on every show, you guys are the
exactly. That's a fact. And the funny thing is, I'm actually sleeping with one of the people in the chat right now. I don't know if y'all know who it is. You feel what I'm saying? I'm just letting y'all know that she's hot. You feel what I'm saying? So she's amazing. You know what I'm saying?
Thank her for all she does too. God damn it!
Shout out to April MC in the building. Shout out to all the moderators. Shout out to all the people that come through. You feel what I'm saying? And make this happen, man. We appreciate y'all. Real talk. So today's topic, it's a very sad topic for beta males. It's a very sad topic for guys who have a very tender heart and a tender dick. You know what I'm saying? It's very sad. I love doing these type of topics, and but at the same time, I feel for you guys because it's got to be hard. Pause. It's got to be hard to be living this life, especially in the social media age where you're getting to see what's, going on out here.
Right.
And you just have to come to terms.
And that's another, real quick, don't lose your place, Lucario. I just want to say this real quick. That's one of the biggest fucking things about like social media and the internet.
Uh-huh.
There's so many things that we would not have known or seen.
Right.
Happen in the world, and because of social media and the connectedness with video cameras and all this shit, it's like everything is on display. But go ahead, it's crazy, man.
That's a fact. You know what I'm saying? So it's just it's interesting because what's funny is this, right? Is that I didn't realize till the internet that there's a lot of people out there that are insecure and got mental issues and shit, or I didn't know this, you know what I'm saying? And it's just interesting to watch. And this topic right here, we titled it "Why Your Girl Will Want Other Men." Let's clap it up. Let's clap it up because I just want you guys to understand that this is not something that might happen. This is not something that is a thing that's a once in a blue moon thing. Your girl that you love right now, she wants other guys. It's okay. You understand? See, think about it this way. You know why you want your girl to want other men? It's real simple. Because you are also another man. You know what I'm saying? So logically, she can't want you if she doesn't also want other men.
Facts.
So you can't all of a sudden be like, hey, because we're together, your desire to want other men shuts off. That's not how it works. Because her desire to be with a man is why she's with you. Period. Yep. You feel what I'm saying? So it's not going to cut off. Just like your fucking desire to check out other women or be with other women does not cut off when you got a girl.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? It's like you see chicks all the time be like, God damn, you know what I'm saying? Like women do that shit all day, but women are very clever at doing this. You understand what I'm saying? There was a store, I can't remember the name of the store, but there's a store in Manhattan that I used to pass by that was on like Houston Street area. And the store would sell beach clothes. So in the summer, when I would pass the store, there'll be these two guys out there, tall guys with the shirts off and the fucking fit body and shit. And I remember I stood out there and just observed to see the women's reaction to those guys.
Mm-hmm.
let me tell you, women are very, very slick at looking.
That's
And checking it out. Like they're really good, because I've seen chicks holding their boyfriend's hands and they do a super half of a millisecond look.
yeah, they be on some.
Exactly.
They'll fix their hair or they'll tug at their.
They'll sneeze and be like, "I chew," but they'll look real quick as they're getting.
I saw that shit the other day. It was like a reel, and this dude, like this, same type of shit, sexy flexy ass nigga. He was walking around like this beach area with his shirt off, and even chicks who were walking by themselves were still on the sneak tip shit.
Right.
Like not just chicks with their man. The chicks with their man was on some super sneak tip shit. But even chicks that were by themselves, it's like they cannot just plainly show their natural animal desire.
Right.
For the opposite sex. It's weird, bro. It's weird.
Right. And the thing is, if you guys ever seen footage of women at a strip club, or they like to call it the male review or whatever the fuck that is.
For us, they call it the strip club.
Right.
But they call it a male review. That's so.
You see what I'm saying? So these chicks, they be wilding the fuck out. You feel what I'm saying? So don't get it twisted. So this type of shit is nothing new. You understand what I'm saying? The problem is that you guys have to put shit in proper context, right? So when it comes to this particular situation, I don't even know who this guy was. How you pronounce his name? Omah Lay or something like that? I don't know. I don't even know. Like, I just heard about this guy like yesterday, so I have no idea who this dude was. But anyway, so basically he's doing the same shit that like Usher has been doing. You understand what I'm saying? And this is nothing new. Like Janet Jackson used to do this type of shit at her shows. She would get a guy from the stage, from the audience or whatever, bring him up. He'll like lay on some shit and she'll do a lap dance type shit or whatever. You understand what I'm saying? To the guy, right? But what happens is that a lot of guys are sensitive to this, right? Whereas women are not, because women, we go do a whole nother topic on that about, how women are way more, mentally stronger than guys when it comes to this type of shit, when it comes to sex. But the thing is, most guys can't handle seeing their women being sexual. You understand? What happens is that most guys experience dealing with women in a sexual manner. If they have a girlfriend or a wife or whatever, their experience is a gradual sexual experience with their girl. So you see what I'm saying? So their reality is, my girl isn't like that.
Right.
So imagine you went out with your girl. You wanted to smash the first night or second night. She told you, "Hey, I'm not the type of girl I gotta wait. I'm a Christian, I have morals and integrity," and whatever the fuck that she said to you to make you think she was special. Then you went out with her for a long time. Yeah, you wine and dine her, you courted her, and then finally she let you in between those legs and you thought it was magical, right? So in your mind, my woman would never do no shit like that. So now she comes to, you take her to this concert or Chris Brown or Usher or whoever the fuck, right, and you see your girl wilding out and you're like, who is this bitch?
Who is this bitch?
I never met her before.
Whoa, because Lucaria, that is such a huge point, bro. Because if you look at the clip, I don't know if you got the clip loaded up, but clip where she's dancing on the nigga, bro.
Mm-hmm.
And I could almost bet money he has never seen her move her body like that for him. Ever. And I heard this from somebody that they've been together for 7 years.
Right.
I could be wrong. I heard this from somebody. Allegedly, they've been together for 7 fucking years.
Mm-hmm.
So imagine the nigga's face when he saw, because they had the silhouette thing on the stage, when he see her twerking her body and moving like a snake for this nigga. And you don't know this nigga.
Yo, I thought that was a choreographed dance the way that looked, but let's bring up the video. Let's bring up the video. Hold on.
Bruh.
Oh my goodness. I was like, what? I thought this was this was an orchestrated part of the show.
Yo.
And, oh man, let's bring this up real quick.
Like, she been a part of this nigga's dance team for years.
Right. You know what I'm saying?
Been a part of this nigga's dance team for the last 7 years, as a matter of fact.
I'm like, how long they practice this dance? You feel what I'm saying? Like this shit made the Usher shit look like nothing. You feel what I'm saying? This shit made Usher say, damn, that's too much, bro.
Usher's like,
Usher was like, hold on. He's like, I'm gonna stop you right there. Okay.
Stop right there, my nigga. And listen, for the record, me and Swiss discussed it beforehand. So
right, exactly. But let's play this shit. It's about like 2-minute video. Let's see what this guy is saying and let's play this shit.
Omah brought out a fan to dance with him on stage as he performed his song "Bend You." And guys, I posted the video in my last
well, real quick though. Yeah, YouTube Nick, yeah, up and coming YouTube niggas, get your audio right, please.
Right, he's in like a room with no mic and shit.
If you sound like you in a fucking room, then come on, guys, get your audio game up. Stop fucking with me. I can't stand it. But go ahead.
Right.
This was the reaction from the boyfriend. This was the boyfriend of the girl.
Look at this bitch.
My man was in disbelief.
Oh, she's jumping on him. Around him.
He could not believe what he was seeing.
Wait, see, so that guy right there is the boyfriend.
Yep.
And look at his face. He's distraught. He's angry. He's confused. He's like, what's going on?
This is my girlfriend. My girlfriend was with Omah and doing all this stuff. Like, it was mad. My man was just shaking his head.
Look, that's video of him walking home by himself after the concert.
Just take a look at him. Take a look at the poor boy. He brought his girlfriend to an Omah concert and she left him, went on stage with Omah and been doing that. That's crazy. That's crazy. I don't know why ladies do this. I don't know why.
You see how she got down like she about to get a nigga head? That's crazy.
Dick is a gift.
Now, listen. I'll say this because I know we love to call niggas insecure, but in my opinion, if a nigga got a problem with that, by all means, nigga, you should have a problem with that because this is different. Okay, this is far from what Usher did with Keke Palmer or Alicia Keys. This is different, but at the same time, here's what I'd like to say about the situation. This is how I know he didn't vet his woman properly.
Mm.
Because nothing like this should surprise you.
Right.
Nothing like this should make you feel away.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? Not like, see, what you got to understand is we can't control these women. We can only influence them.
Right.
And we can, and over the course of 7 years, if you didn't understand the mentality of your bitch over 7 years, point where this is a surprise to you, then you did something wrong.
Right. Because
the bitch was already going to do what the fuck she was going to do. You are the one that don't understand the female that you've been sharing life with for the last 7 years. You the one that don't understand shit.
Right.
So I still blame the nigga.
Mm-hmm.
But yes, if you've been with a woman for 7 years and this happened, hey, you deserve. I feel like you should have an issue. But at the same time, the fact that this is a surprise to you is still your fucking fault.
Right. Let's continue this.
Ladies do this because it was Omah. That's why you got to do that in front of your boyfriend, and that our boyfriend probably bought the tickets. That was.
Let me tell you, if I'm looking at that and I know my bitch, I should be like, yes, bitch, move that body exactly like that, because right. I know that that's what she does.
Mm-hmm.
He's looking at her like, wow, I've never seen her move like this before. And that's the part that's the issue, if you get what I'm saying.
Right, exactly.
You understand? I'm not saying that it's all good and he didn't do it, bro. And another thing I'll say is this too. One more thing I'll say.
Mm-hmm.
Omah has been doing this on his entire tour.
Right, yeah, because I saw another video where he did like this pretty much same thing with another girl.
He's been doing this shit on his entire tour. It just so happens that this time he picked the girl that was standing next to her man.
Right.
Then it turned into this viral moment. So understand what's going on. These men are performers, bro. Especially, and Omah, he probably noticed the whole shit with Keke Palmer and Usher and decided, man, we got to go viral for this shit. Because a few people in my live this morning was like, bro, I never even knew this nigga Omah existed if it wasn't for this viral moment.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. I just heard about him yesterday.
Exactly. You understand? So he's doing his job. The woman, she just gonna be a woman. I don't give a fuck what women do. Women are whatever. They're emotional, insecure creatures that's gonna do whatever. But the fact that this man is looking at her move her body like this for the first time in 7 years, that means there was too many things that he was unaware of.
Right. And also, this is the thing, right? So, you know, a lot of guys, and this is the problem with it. A lot of guys want to know, okay, how do you be in this situation, or how do you avoid situations like this happening? Right now, this is the part that's gonna fucking chafe your ass. Is that it's the thing. The fact that you would even ask the question how to avoid it is the reason why you're going to have problems with your girl. See, I want you guys to follow me here, what I'm talking about. The fact that you care about something like this happening means that you have some sort of insecurity about the situation. If you have insecurity about the situation, that means that you are insecure. If you're insecure, you are less attractive. If you're less attractive, it's only a matter of time before she's gone. Now, this is the interesting part. Now, if you don't give a fuck, meaning you actually really have to not give a fuck, not pretending you don't give a fuck, because you can't pretend not to give a fuck. Pretending not to give a fuck is still giving a fuck. You understand? But if you actually don't give a fuck, the ironic part is that your girl, right, would stay and be cooperative with you. But the funny part about it is that because you don't give a fuck,
right,
it doesn't matter. You see what I'm saying? See, that's the paradox of it all. You give a fuck, she's gonna bounce. If you don't give a fuck, she's most likely gonna stay. But it doesn't matter because you don't give a fuck. You see what I'm saying? So that's the thing, because if you're saying, man, I wish I didn't give a fuck so she would stay, that means you still give a fuck, which means she's gonna go. That's the part of the game you guys don't understand. And it can't be fake. It has to be real. See, that's the thing. See, you can't control, like you said, Miles, what your chick does. But what you can do is you can influence your woman to follow your lead. Now, you have to understand, what does my lead in my program entail? Right. Now, if you feel some type of way about being in a situation where your girl gets up on stage and dances with this guy and all that other stuff, right? What happens is that it's not really about that particular situation. You have to ask yourself this question: why do I have a problem with it? Because the answer to that question will let you know whether or not you're insecure. So it's the actual insecurity that's the issue, not necessarily the act that's happening in the specific situation. You see what I'm saying? Because you would need to address that, because if that thing is in your relationship, whether you went to this concert or not, that's going to affect the relationship anyway.
Exactly.
Because you're there. So the concert actually is irrelevant. It's more so, do you have those insecurities within you, period? And that's the thing that's going to fuck your whole situation up. You see what I'm saying? Right. Well, let's continue to see what else they're saying in this joint.
I feel for the guy. I feel for the dude out there. I feel for the dude.
No.
Dude, if you're watching this, I feel for you. If you're watching this, I feel for you. You don't deserve that. You don't deserve that.
All right, that's it. That's basically the video right there. Oh, my goodness.
That right there, it almost looks like the How to Have Sex with Two Women a Day book cover.
Oh, I know, right? For real.
Inspired. That's crazy. But
hold on.
My boy on my leg.
Oh, my bad. I think this is the other video. The same, where they just showing the movements.
And his girl is skinny too. She could stay with that nigga. She's skinny as fuck. I don't need that. She could stay with him. But anyway, you know, if it was me, I would have started chatting up that thick bitch that was standing next to him in the crowd.
Right.
That thick joint that was right next to him, I would have been like, yo, so what's up with you though? You know what I'm saying? What you doing with this? That would have been me straight up. 647. You're on live with Lakaria and Miles. Name, age, city, and where did you donate?
Yo, what up, man? It's Rec 27 Toronto. PayPal.
Okay.
Hold on. Let me double check. My guy. Hold on. I think I see you. I appreciate it, brother. Appreciate it. Hold on. Let me hit my All right, so what's going on?
What's up, man? First of all, that video is crazy. But yeah, that video is crazy. But yeah, I got a story, man, as usual. So just hear me out real quick. But so I was talking to a girl off of Tinder, and I basically gave her the direct, let's fuck or whatever. And she was telling me, this was a few days ago, she was telling me around 6 o'clock, like in the evening, she had somewhere to go with her friend or whatever. So we agreed for me to pull up on her, and I'll slide in there like 4:30. I'll slide in there and we get something in real quick. We're supposed to do it in the car and shit. So, we agreed. I pull up and everything, and we smoking. And then I'm like, you know where the spots are in your area? Because this is her area I'm in. So she's like, yeah. But then she's like, it's still bright outside and shit. And I'm like, but the windows are tinted or whatever. She's like, but it's bright. So I say, why don't we just go find a fucking handicap washroom or some shit? You know what I mean? So she's like, all right, bet. So we go to the fucking family washroom in Walmart. You know what I mean? And it's some fun shit. It's some
Now go ahead, keep going.
So it's some fun shit. It's some, you know what I mean? It's some adventurous shit. So we laughing, and then we walking through the Walmart, and it's all fun. And then we get in there, and I'm trying to fucking make it happen and shit like that. And she keep talking about, she's nervous and all this shit, and how I'm mad forward, and how my eye contact is too strong. And I'm like, what the fuck? So I'm trying to make it. I'm trying to like, grab on her arm and shit, and like, come here, just relax. And she's just like, nah, you know what I mean? So then eventually I showed her like, if you're not trying to do this, just tell me now. And then eventually she's just like, yeah. So I'm like, all right, let's go. So we get back to the car and shit. I drop her back to her car. So I'm thinking, all right, I'm going to have to just charge it. Like maybe I got there, she wasn't really feeling me or something,
Mm-hmm.
I charge it. I drive off. I go home. So, she texts me though. And she's like, I'm so sorry. Like, I just got nervous or whatever. So I'm like, what? Maybe was it the setting or some shit? She's just like, yeah, like, I just got mad nervous or whatever. So I said, all right, why don't you just come over to my crib next time? So then she's like, yeah, I could do that. So as of right now, it's set up for Monday. You know what I mean? So what I'm wondering, like, do you think it was actually the setting, or did I fuck some shit up? Because I fuck girls in classrooms and shit like that, like empty classrooms on the 4th floor type shit. Right. Do you think I fucked some shit up at that moment or some shit, or?
Well, the thing is that sometimes what happens is, and this is what I was talking about on yesterday's show about like seduction and all that other stuff, is that, there's times where women, they want to do shit, but there's that little block in their mind because she's like, I don't want to do it in here. Maybe we might get caught, whatever. That's causing her to not want to actually do it, even though she may want to do it. Right. But what I would say to you is that, why didn't you just bring her to the crib the first time? Why didn't you just tell her to come through?
It was because of the situation. Well, first of all, what you just said, she wasn't, when we got in there, she kept on like, she was acting like a teenager about it. She was kind of laughing, but she's like, what if like it's a family washroom or the handicap? She's like, but what if a handicapped person wants to come in? So that already was like a little resistance right there from the moment we walked in. So maybe she was uncomfortable.
Can you answer Lucario's question, sir? Can you just answer his question?
Yeah. The
reason why?
No, I'm saying, so that's what I'm saying. Why didn't you bring her to your crib the first time?
Yeah, so the reason why we didn't go to the crib is because she said she had to go out for 6, but she was still trying to link. We were still trying to link. So I'm like, okay, I'll just pull up on you. You know what I mean? We'll meet at like a mutual ground. I'll pull up on you, and then we'll just go find a spot and shit. And then you could just get back to your car and shit like that and just pull off, So it was one of those quick, sneaky type things it was supposed to be. And then another time we could go back to the crib.
Well, the thing is this, right? Is that, you got to always think about logistics too. So if you're in a situation where she got to do some shit and there's not going to be enough time, then it's like, all right, cool. Well, let's just meet up Monday then. You feel what I'm saying? Like, let's just do this Monday. come to the crib, and then we'll just get it popping there. You feel what I'm saying? Like, you don't have to like be like, oh, we gotta meet up, then we gotta do it in the fucking bathroom in the alleyway. You know what I mean? It's not that serious. You know what I'm saying? Now, if it happens to where y'all meet up, everything is cool, everything is chill, and then it just happens to happen that way, then fine. But it's like, you don't have to necessarily like, be in that situation to where it's almost like you're trying very hard for it to happen. You see what I'm saying? So the thing is that create situations where sex can happen, but that still goes with logistics. So if you're like, well, okay, this shit got to be somewhere at this time, we only have this amount of time, that might not be really a good amount of time to make shit go down. So how about we do this another day when there's not a rush, so we could just make it happen that time?
Yeah. You see, caller, listen, here's what you have to understand. Nobody plans fucking in a Walmart bathroom.
Right.
If you're planning fucking in a Walmart bathroom, that means you're thirsty or desperate.
Mm-hmm.
You understand what I'm saying?
Fucking the car.
No. I know, bro. Hey, I know you get bitches all the time, nigga. You the man. I got it. I ain't talking about you. Nigga.
I ain't said all that.
Listen to what I'm saying. You don't plan fucking in a Walmart bathroom. You don't plan fucking in the car. Fucking in the car, fucking in these type of weird places happens because both of y'all want each other that much right now.
Right.
Okay, so if she's talking like, well, I gotta be somewhere and I gotta, you know what? Just meet me at my crib next week. Meet me at my crib this weekend. Blah blah blah. Do you understand, sir?
Yeah. No,
Right, because like I was saying, is those type of things are just situations that sort of happen as a result of being in that particular situation. You see what I'm saying? But what I'm saying is that you didn't necessarily like you. So you went and said we're gonna fuck in the car, right?
Nah, this is happening through like text and shit like that beforehand.
No, but that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. On the text message, you told her, "Hey, we gonna meet up and we gonna fuck in my car."
Basically, yeah.
No, it's not basically. I'm saying, what did you say verbatim? Did you tell her, hey, I'm going to come through and we're going to fuck in my car? Or did you say, hey, I'm going to come through and get you, and then you decided in your mind you was going to try to fuck her in the car? Which one?
Nah, this was like the car. Let me see if I can find you even the text.
Please.
Hold on, I'll read you the text.
Yeah, because I need to hear this text. So I'm like, bro, what are you talking about? You know what I'm saying?
A number. Hold on, let me restore, because I deleted this shit. So let me restore this shit.
Deleted it.
Because every time I ever done anything in a fucking establishment or in a venue's bathroom, it's like bitches is tugging at the shit, like trying to pull my pants off in the middle of the fucking spot, and I'm like, all right, let's go in the bathroom real quick.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? Like, you don't. Hey, so I'm a text you, and then you gonna come over here, and then we gonna find a place, and then we go. Come on.
So what did the text say, caller?
All right, so hold up. So I said,
and read it exactly, not kind of, nor sort of, exactly word for word.
Man, I don't be believing you. This is your nigga, bro.
Oh, okay, yeah. So here it is. So she said, why don't we meet around? Because I think I had said 3:00 or something, and she said, why not later? Like,
No. I don't need you to think about what you said. Just read the text.
I'm right there. So she had said like around 4:30 is because I'm going out at 6. So she's like, yeah, I got to drive there. So I said, okay, you could take it in the car. And she's like, in all caps, she said, of course, like OFCCC, like, of course, outside too. So I said, bet. And I said, all right, so I'm in your end. So just, show me the spot. She said, okay, I can. And then that's when she said 4:30. And so I showed her 4:30.
So hold on, stop. So what was said before? You said you can take it in the car. What's it?
Because we were talking about fucking and shit. So I'm basically saying take it in the
yes,
car.
Read that part.
So now I got to scroll up higher.
Yes, scroll up higher and read the part where y'all was talking about fucking. That's what I'm saying, man.
All right. So there's all this shit about how big is that slong. Let me see. Like, bro, I'm just telling you, we're talking about it.
Right, but see, again, you wasting time talking about. Why are you talking all this shit about it for? What's all this talking for?
What's all this texting about? What is this?
Bro, we're just talking. We're just because we already agreed to link.
Y'all little motherfuckers talk too much.
But call this what I'm saying. You're wasting all that time talking, and for what? Y'all didn't fuck. So you just like talking about fucking, but not fucking. That's what you like to do?
Nah.
Okay.
It was already set up or whatever. So it's just the last little text, before we stop talking, and then
read me the part where you say, "I want to have sex with you in the car." Tell me that part. Read that part.
All right, there's bare messages, but basically,
oh my god,
is that any messages that you got?
Here's what she said. She said, I was first saying I was gonna come for 12, and she says, "When you kidnap me, what are we gonna do?" Here's what I said. I said, if I'm being honest, like you seem cool to kick it with, but you're bad as fuck. Like I'm trying to fuck you real good. This is what I said. And she said, mm-hmm. And then she said maybe, and then she's asking me if I smoke and shit.
We're done.
Whatever.
We're done. No, we're done.
You see, call her, man. Come on, man.
She was,
bro. No.
There's a point
in the text where she said we're fucking. There's a point in the text where we
call her. First of all, you scared. Scared. When niggas say shit like basically it is what it is, nah I'm saying, if I'm being honest, any fucking disclaimers mean that you're trying not to offend or you're scared, my nigga.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what you did. You said, no, nigga. She asked you, when you kidnap me, what is we gonna do? Your next fucking thing would have been like, I'm gonna have one leg on this window and the other leg on that window, and I'm gonna have your ass in the middle of the back seat, and I'm gonna be drilling your sexy ass. That's what you should have said.
But I said, I'm gonna fuck you real good.
No.
And what was her response?
And she said, let me scroll back up because I was trying to find that next part.
It's too much texting.
After that, she said, mm-hmm. And then she said, maybe.
See?
And not like maybe.
Caller, stop right there. Why would you continue with her if she said maybe?
She's not saying maybe like not. She's saying maybe. Like it's just.
But caller, let me ask you a question. So caller, did you fuck the girl in the bathroom?
No.
Oh, so maybe, right, means it might happen and it might not happen. So there's a chance that it might not happen. So guess what? What actually happened correlated with maybe. Does that make sense?
But bro, I see what you're saying. But understand that we went into the bathroom.
Caller. Why do you call us, bro? Are you just trying to share your sex stories that don't actually turn into sex? What do you call us for?
Bro, I'm hearing what you say.
No, you're not. No, you never hear what we say. Bro, I beg you, please. Can you call Lucario when he's doing shows on his own, bro? Because I can't take it. Because if it's just up to me, I would have been hung up on you, bro.
What happened, caller?
Caller. Here's what it looks like. No, listen, here's what it looks like if you were being direct. She actually, you would have been like, yo, I'm trying to smash. Where you at? Are you free? Or when are you free? She would have been like, I'm not free today. I'm free Tuesday. Then you've been like, all right, cool. Let's meet up Tuesday at this time. I'll send you the address on the day of. And that would have been the end of the fucking conversation. You're going through a library of fucking text messages between you and this bitch. That's not direct, my nigga.
Exactly.
The shortest distance between 2 points is a straight fucking line. How many texts are you texting in this fucking curve and this fucking ribbon of a fucking text message thread between you and this bitch? And you talk about you being direct?
You see?
Bro, you can lie to yourself. You cannot lie to us.
Mm-hmm.
The fuck are you talking about? Oh, if I'm being honest, you bad as fuck. So I'm trying to smash. No, I'm trying to smash. That's all you gotta say. That's direct. If I'm being honest, well, basically it is what it is. Nah, I mean, because you bad as fuck. If I get the chance, I might want to smash though. You feel me? Fuck out here.
And said maybe, and you kept talking to her.
You kept talking to her. How is that direct in your eyes, my nigga?
Bro, she said maybe, and then she said, asking me basically if I smoke and shit. Like she's trying to just set the tone of what we're gonna be doing.
No, he's trying to set the tone. Oh my God! I know you didn't just say that. You said she's trying to set the tone.
I swear to God, I'm dumb. Caller, have you ever? No, stop. Caller, have you ever scheduled a coaching session with Lucario?
Nah.
All right, I'm gonna have to let you go. Your $5 is up, homie.
Hit me up on the back end, bro. This is crazy. That's wild, bro. It's wild, man. You see how when we break it down and we see what actually happened behind the scenes, it correlates to the outcome. You see?
Bro, I can't deal with that nigga, bro. I can't deal with him.
See, direct would have been, yo, let's smash. She would have been like, maybe. And then he would have said, listen, when you're ready to smash, hit me up. That would have been the end of the conversation. You feel what I'm saying?
Yo, can you go to the part where you say you wanted to smash? Well, I got to scroll all the way up now.
Right. Like, what's all this extra shit going on?
How many text messages did y'all go back and forth?
Mm-hmm.
You talking about you being direct?
It's crazy.
Bro, insanity, the definition of insanity is the same fucking shit expecting a different result.
That's bad, man.
The worst part with this nigga is that every time you tell him the game, he's like, but Lucario.
And yo, it's so crazy because as soon as she said maybe. First when she said I was like, oh, it's already some bullshit about to pop up. Then she said maybe. I'm like, nigga. And then I'm sure he did a lot more fucking texting back and forth and all of that other shit. They still met up, and guess what happened? They didn't fuck.
He did not actually fuck.
You see what I'm saying? See, guys, women already tell you what it is. Do you understand what I'm saying? She's already telling him what it is from the jump.
You gotta be paying attention.
Right. That's the problem. See, y'all are focused. See, I think he's focused on just getting the sex, that he's not really paying attention to what's being said and what's going on. And he's just doing whatever he can to get to the sex. But then he puts himself in situations where things don't turn out how he wants it to because he's not paying attention to what happened before. You understand? It's real simple. She said maybe. Oh, that's not a yes. That's not a direct yes to what is being proposed. You feel what I'm saying? That's what it is. But guys, call up 919-647-9392, 919-647-9392 is the number. You feel what I'm saying? Make sure you guys do that. If you guys have a question, put a Q in the chat and we will get to your question. All right. So this one says, insecurity in relation is a lie. A person tells themselves a relationship that feeds into the energy of the nightmare turning reality. What? I'm confused. Is that a question? I don't know, man. I don't know. James, you got to reword that or call in. Said, I've heard you say that you shouldn't do things for women, but the problem is that I am a pleaser. I really enjoy pleasing women sexually. Well, this is the thing. When we say that you shouldn't do things for women, what we're saying is that you shouldn't be doing things basically just for them and disregard yourself. That's what we're talking about. So a lot of guys will do that just in general thinking, well, I got to do this so that she'll have sex with me. I should do this so she'll go on a date. You understand what I'm saying? I should take her there because then that's going to make her like me. So that's you doing things for women. you pleasing a woman should only happen through you pleasing yourself.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? That's what it's about. You know what I mean?
And the thing is, what do you see? A lot of people don't really know what they're saying.
Mm-hmm.
Because once you enjoy something,
right,
you're doing it for you.
Mm-hmm.
Don't lie to yourself, megastar.
Right.
Understand? Because once you claim to enjoy it, and if you're being honest, because a lot of you motherfuckers, y'all just love saying shit like that, but it's really because you insecure and you love doing shit to try to keep bitches. That's all.
Right.
But if you're actually honest, megastar, once you claim that you enjoy, you say, oh, you shouldn't do things for women, blah, blah, blah. I really enjoy. Once you are enjoying it, you're actually doing it for you, whether you realize it or not.
Exactly.
You understand what I'm saying? So it goes, you're answering your own question basically. But I want to say this because I noticed that guys are still trying to figure out what game is.
Mm-hmm.
And I think I came up with an analogy that might help some dudes.
No.
Okay, Lucari, have you ever played a board game?
Yeah.
Okay. Think about a board game, right? And think about think about every time you
pause.
When it's your turn, you have to roll the dice.
Right.
Okay. You don't always know what number is going to come out on the dice.
Mm-hmm.
Once you have the information of the numbers, you can explore your options and move how you want to move.
Right.
And move strategically and do the best option for the game.
Right.
Okay. So like, for example, you have some games where if it's two dice, you can move, based on what it says on one die and then do something else with the value of the other die or whatever it is. Right. Mm-hmm. Bottom line is what I'm saying is we have to roll the dice each play.
Right.
And we don't know what's going to come up. So it's the same thing like the guy was asking the other day about, oh, well, if I give a woman instructions, but she shows up and she doesn't follow my instruction and so on and so forth. And I was telling him that game is not the woman necessarily following your instruction. Game is you knowing what you want to happen.
Right.
And then moving strategically based on the outcome of whatever happens.
Exactly. Right.
So like we said in the story, if you tell a woman to wear a blue dress and she shows up in a red dress, then you can end the date right there because she's not following your instructions. That's you rolled the dice, you gave instructions,
mm-hmm.
The numbers came out, you did strategically what you were supposed to do according to your program or according to the objective of the game that you're trying to play.
Right.
And it's the same thing with the board game. When you shake the die, you don't know what number is going to come out. You may be able to move 2 spaces. You may be able to move 6 spaces.
Mm-hmm.
And if you land on a certain space, like let's just say you play Monopoly. If you land on a certain space, you might have to pay a certain amount of rent or whatever it is.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So you move strategically based on what you're trying to do. Maybe you're trying to save money. Maybe you're trying to spend money on that property because you're partnered with somebody, like whatever. The bottom line is what I'm saying is you don't know when you roll the die, you don't know what's going to come out.
Right.
The bottom line is to have your focus of the strategy that you're using to play and win the game based on whatever it is you're trying to achieve.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? That's what we have to understand. But the thing is, you don't know what's going to come out when you roll the dice. That's the beauty of life. Because if we totally controlled everything about life would become boring.
Right.
But we cannot control everything about life. So it's the same thing. When you see that girl and you go, approach and meet her, you don't know if she's going to like you.
Mm-hmm.
And you don't know if she is going to like you.
Right.
You don't know if this is your future girlfriend for the next 6 years. You don't know if this is your future fuck buddy for the next 2 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
You don't know. But the bottom line is to stay focused on the strategy and the goals that you're trying to achieve. And most importantly, don't be afraid to roll the fucking dice.
Right.
Because that's how you play the game.
Mm-hmm.
You motherfuckers is talking about, well, if I just stay on the board and I just focus on staying on the board and I don't roll the dice, is that okay? Because, right. I don't deal with, I don't want to have to validate these chicks and I don't want to have to put in all this work to. if you want to move your piece around the board, you got to roll the dice.
Exactly.
You don't know what's gonna come out, but you got to roll the shit.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever comes out, that will give you more information on how to do your next move.
Right.
So again, you roll the dice, you go up to the chick, hey, what's up, girl? How you doing? Blah, blah, blah. She's not interested. Okay, cool. Have a nice day. Let me move on.
Mm-hmm.
Gotta roll the dice again.
Right.
Hey, what's up, girl? How you doing, man? You on chill, blah, blah, blah. When are you free so we can smash? Okay, let's smash. Let's smash. Oh, I like this girl. Okay, put her in the vetting process. Okay, she become my girl. Okay, maybe we could possibly get married. Okay, you got some kids.
Mm.
Either way, you gotta roll the fucking dice. Niggas is scared to roll the dice because they're afraid of getting a low number.
They want the dice to roll them.
Yeah, in Russia, the dice roll you. Like
that's crazy.
That's for all you choosing signal niggas.
Mm-hmm.
In Russia, signals choose you. Like, you know what I'm saying? Niggas they don't want to take responsibility because look, when you roll the dice, you're the one throwing it.
Mm-hmm. Right.
So whatever comes out is from your hand.
Mm-hmm. Right.
And part that niggas are so deathly fucking afraid of. They're like, man, I'm scared, bro. I don't want to roll the dice. Cause what if I get 2 ones and I could only move 2 spaces?
Right.
Well, nigga, you gonna have to deal with that, and you gonna have to wait your turn to get to roll the dice again.
Exactly.
And that's life. That's the game.
Right.
And if you're afraid to roll the dice, and you never gonna move, my nigga.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it's really about. And I hope that analogy helps niggas, bro. Because every time niggas think that game is either manipulation or game is what it is. The game of life.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta roll the dice or pick from the deck or however you doing it, whether you playing Uno, Monopoly, whatever.
Right.
You're playing chess. You don't know what your opponent is gonna do. You gotta wait and find out what your opponent does, and then that will give you the information on your next move.
Exactly. Right.
So that's what I'm saying. Think of game like a board game, guys, and understand that there's always there's a probability. There's always chance. And here's a beautiful part too. For all you cats who love to talk about statistics, statistically, you might throw a 2 and a 4 statistically, but the roll of the dice is exactly that, the roll of the dice, and you're your own individual. So even statistically, you roll a 2 and a 4, you can still use the 2 and use the 4. Like, I don't know if you guys ever heard of this game called Parcheesi.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Parcheesi is the type of game where you can have multiple men on the board.
Right.
And you can roll a 2 and a 4, and you can have one man move 2 spaces, and you can have the other man move 4 spaces, depending on the strategy.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? So you got to understand what it is. You got to understand life. And when we say game, it's kind of like a board game, but you got to pluck from the deck. You got to roll. You got to even if it's dominoes, you got to shuffle the dominoes and pick your dominoes.
Mm-hmm.
And once you have your dominoes and you see what other people are putting down on the board, you got to make the best choice as to what dominoes to put down on the board. That's why game is strategy.
Right. Exactly.
That's what this is all about. I hope this helps niggas, because niggas is still figuring out what game actually is.
Mm-hmm.
Still.
Mm-hmm.
So in reference to dealing with a girl, when you go up to meet that girl, or even when you're vetting the girl, that's you throwing out the dice to see what she does next. Is she going to follow my instructions? Is she going to do what she's supposed to do? Is she going to wake up tomorrow and choose me? Or is she going to fucking go wind up on stage with the fucking African artist and leave me in the fucking crowd so I can walk home by myself?
Right.
And what's my next move?
Right. Rosebud already told y'all this shit. In the documentary, he was talking about damn, my fucking thing is fucked up, my stream deck. But he was talking when Rosebud said, hi, how you doing? You think I give a fuck about how you doing, bitch? He said, all I need to see is how your voice sound, so it'll tell me how to get at you. That's strategy. You feel me? That's strategy right there. You know what I'm saying?
You feel me?
That's what it is. That's a fact.
I need guys to understand this shit, bro. Because you can't control how the dice roll. You really can't. But once those numbers come out, you got to have a strategy on what to do next.
Right.
So once the bitch tell you she got a boyfriend, you gotta have a strategy on what to do next. Once she tells you that she interested and she wants to fuck the shit out of you tonight, you gotta have a strategy on what to do next.
Exactly.
Either way, you gotta have a strategy on what to do next. This is why masculine identity is so fucking important.
Right.
Because you know what to do next.
Right. And this is why having a program is important, because if you have a program, you already have protocols set in place for when this happens, we do this. When this happens, I do that. You see what I mean? So you don't even have to think about it too much. You're like, oh, wait a second. So she's not cooperating. Every time a chick doesn't cooperate, this happens. I do this. When she's cooperating, I do that. You already have the shit set in place. That's the program.
Exactly.
You see what I'm saying? So that's why when a dude called earlier, the fact that she said maybe already showed that she wasn't cooperating. So when she's not cooperating, you do this.
Right.
But what happened is he ignored it and he kept talking. First of all, he was talking too much in the first place. Kept talking, doing all this other stuff, giving her all this attention, doing all this other shit. And then the outcome of that was all that haphazard nonsense.
I'll give you the analogy. You ever played board games with a nigga and he got a roll of dice and the nigga be doing like this for mad long pause?
You're right.
And he'd be like, hey, you know, blowing the dice for me.
Right.
And he put them in both hands and then he be shaking them. And you like, nigga, just roll the fucking dice already.
Right.
That's what the caller was doing. The caller was all of the texting he was doing. It was him.
Right.
Taking the fucking dice for mad long, hoping that he would get double sixes.
Right.
And then he threw out the fucking joint. She already said maybe.
Mm-hmm.
He got 2 ones.
Right.
Still tried to take her into the fucking bathroom and all of this dumb shit, knowing that she was uncomfortable. See, and this is how you niggas get yourself in even worse predicaments.
Right.
She's already telling you maybe. She's already letting you know she's on the fence. And now you trying to fuck her in a fucking Walmart bathroom?
Right.
Like seriously, like what if it wasn't prepared? Because you got some niggas out there packing. Let's just say, as an example, some niggas out there packing, and she wasn't really prepared.
Mm-hmm.
And you set this whole situation in motion,
right?
And you know how a lot of these niggas are. It's like, yo, get the box by any means necessary.
Mm-hmm.
And she's not exactly ready to really receive that, especially in some uncomfortable fucking public bathroom.
Right.
At least if y'all was home, y'all could have got some lube or
right.
Took your time to get the pussy wet, whatever it is. But you get what I'm saying? Like, this is how y'all niggas put yourselves in fucked up situations where the chick is already letting you know that she's unsure. She's already letting you know that she's on the fence. This is why we tell you guys, try to be as binary as possible. Make your life simple. Either she's fucking with you or she's not.
Exactly.
Because if she's on the fence and you do something to push her in a certain direction and she's not comfortable.
Right. It's a wrap. Then you're gonna be all crying and upset. Oh, why she did that? Why she falsely accused me of this and this happened and I didn't do. And then y'all want to cry foul later,
bro. If I'm fucking the chick in a Walmart bathroom, that's because me and her can't keep our hands off each other.
Mm-hmm. Right.
You get what I'm saying? Like, ain't no texting or planning this. I'm like, we walking past the bathroom and I'm like, yo, come here.
Right. And she
in there, she's like, oh my God. You understand what I'm saying? You don't plan, hey, let's meet up at Walmart at 3 p.m. and then maybe we
crazy.
Y'all niggas is wild, bro.
April said, and you're on tape in Walmart. That's a fact. You know what I'm saying? So they definitely see what you be doing up in that piece. You know what I'm saying? But let me see what some more of these questions are saying. So would you say the average woman, all things equal, age, race, social class, is more sexually experienced than the average man? Absolutely. And the reason why is because what happens is that most guys, like Miles is saying, ain't rolling the dice. You see what I mean? So they're not getting any experience. They're sitting there waiting for life to happen to them.
Exactly.
And what happens is that the women, they're getting approached and they're interacting with guys who actually have balls to do what they need to do.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? You know what's the funny part? Do you know sometimes you will get a chick just because you approached her?
Just because.
Just because. Like the fact that you approached her, she's happy that you approached her, which makes her want to even deal with you. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, even if you're not even her necessarily like her ideal type,
right?
The fact that you approached her, she's flattered that you approached her, and then therefore she actually wants to do something with you. Because there's times where, for example, let's say you approach a girl at the exact time where she was feeling very low about herself.
Mm-hmm.
You understand what I'm saying? And you holler at her, you come to her, you got a good mouthpiece, you talking, you smelling good, you all this. She's like, oh, like that. You made her whole fucking day. Matter of fact, you made her week.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? Or you approach a girl and for whatever reason, she's just really horny that day. You understand what I'm saying? And you're the only guy that approached her. And then she's like, really about it right now. You see what I'm saying? But again, y'all scared to roll the dice. So y'all never get into these type of situations. You see what I'm saying? So that's what happens. That's what happens with these guys out here.
Call in 919-647-9392. 919-647-9392. Go ahead and call in, guys.
Yeah, call in. Says Lokara and Miles, what are your thoughts on FBA versus non-FBA in the black community? What?
I have no thoughts on
I
that.
I have no idea.
Black lives don't matter, and they do matter. It's all the same to me.
Right.
Matter of fact, Black lives matter if you got life insurance. If you ain't got life insurance, your life doesn't matter. Fuck out of here.
That's a fact. It says, do you agree with the idea that men like to feel needed? I would say, look, I feel like males and, soft type niggas like to feel needed and shit. The thing is that as a man, you don't see even the look at the sentence, feel needed. You understand? Like you want to feel a certain type of way. It's like an emotional thing. That's some emotional ass shit. The thing is this, is that the reason why they want to feel needed is because they're not leaders.
Oh my God.
You know what I'm saying? So they're like, I want you to make me feel needed so I can now feel like a man. Because I don't feel like a man. So I need you to manufacture a situation in order to make me feel useful.
Emotional damage.
No, I was gonna say the thing with this is that if you're a man and you don't realize that you're needed,
right?
Because I don't need to feel. I know that I'm needed.
Mm-hmm.
Like I wake up every day and I like, for example, with this game shit.
Mm-hmm.
No niggas need my fucking game.
Right, exactly.
I know this. I don't believe it or feel like it. I know it.
Exactly right.
Shout out to Book of Clarence. Shout out to Book of Clarence. That was a big theme in that movie, which is why I told niggas to go see that fucking movie.
Right.
Support a good fucking movie. But the nigga Clarence, towards the end of the movie, when his brother came at him and was like, yo, do you believe now? He was like, I don't even have to believe because I know it.
Exactly. Right. That's what it's about.
That was one of the illest moments in that fucking movie. But let me tell you, see, when you say when NNK, what you're talking about is a man's value in general.
Mm.
And this. And shout out to that nigga. It's complicated, right? Because he said this on a video the other day where he was talking about men and disposability. And he was saying that he said, isn't saying that men are, you know how a lot of these red pill guys say that men have to build their value.
Right. Mm-hmm.
He said something like this, and I might be paraphrasing, so forgive me. But he said, isn't saying that men have to build their value, isn't that saying ultimately that men are worthless?
Right. Exactly.
Isn't that the same thing? And the dude was like, yo, that's crazy. You're right. It's just about the same thing. Now, this question that you're asking, NNK, do you agree the idea that men like to feel needed? Bro, if I have to feel or believe someone needs me, then that means I am unaware of my intrinsic value.
Exactly.
I'm totally unaware of my bro. And shout out to Allen Iverson. I be watching videos of, and shit. The nigga said this. He said, everybody else is taken.
Mm-hmm.
So why not be you?
Right, exactly. Exactly. That's some real shit.
Everybody else is taken. So just the fact that I'm different from every other motherfucker on this planet, that's the value that I know right there. I don't need to get into feelings, beliefs, nothing else. This is what y'all niggas don't understand about yourselves. This is what y'all don't understand about a masculine identity. This is what you don't understand about what it really means to be a bad boy.
Right.
To understand that simply because you are made different from everybody else on this planet, that makes you valuable right then and there before you even take your first step.
Exactly. Real shit. Real shit.
What the fuck? Why do I need to feel needed? I only would need to feel needed if I didn't understand my fucking value. Are you kidding?
Exactly.
I know that I'm valuable. I know that I'm valuable.
Right.
My big voice, my fucking ideas, the way I spit it different than every other nigga. I know. Are you stupid?
Right.
Fuck, what I need to feel needed for? I am. Y'all niggas, stop trying. I feel, I think, but no, I am. I am valuable. I am needed. What are we talking about? These are the type of ideas that y'all niggas don't understand, which is why you feel the way you feel when you're standing in front of a bitch.
Right, exactly.
All of these ideas that I talk about, all this inspirational shit, it goes out the window when you're standing in front of a bitch with a fat ass. All of a sudden, she's the most valuable and important thing in the world.
Right.
No, bitch.
It's crazy that you say that I am, because there's a book that you guys should listen to. It's an audio book. It's on YouTube right now. It's called I Am, I Create. And it basically talks about like you as God. You understand what I'm saying? And it's some real shit, because everything you just said, you're like, you know it because you understand you are it. Do you see what I'm saying? So it's like the reason why motherfuckers want to feel is because they don't know it. They don't recognize it. You see what I'm saying? So a lot of times, a lot of these guys out here, they don't even realize, right, that from the jump, they're already simping. They're already putting the woman on a pedestal. They don't even realize it. It's like, bro, and it's like, y'all wonder why y'all have problems. Because remember, women, it's not a woman's job to teach you to love yourself. You see what I'm saying? That's the problem with these motherfuckers. I swear. It's like, that's what all of this fucking videos where niggas be. This is why Kevin Samuels was so popular. Because Kevin Samuels catered to an audience of men who wanted Kevin Samuels to teach these women how to love these niggas. You see what I'm saying? And it's not her responsibility. Bitch, ass, yucca. A woman's gonna take you as you come. So she's like, oh, okay, well, if you're lame, if you're a beta male, here's my Cash App. She's not gonna teach you how to fucking be a man. You feel what I'm saying? So don't get mad at the bitch. You know what I'm saying? She's just gonna take you as you are. You understand?
Yo.
So understand that this is why a lot of the red pill they so confused, because it's like, you know, they're looking for women to take the lead or to tell them who they are or to make them feel a certain way and all that other goofy shit. That's why they say the woman is born with value, because they subconsciously look up to the woman, look down on themselves. They're like, well, she's the one with all this value, so I have to work my way up to her value. I have to work my way up to be where she's at.
Oh my God.
You see what I'm saying? But the funny part is that they do all this work, they get all this money and status and all this other goofy shit. And all that happens is that the woman just uses those guys for that. Because what happens is how you start is how you finish. So if you're the nigga that thinks I'm nothing, and in order to be something, I need to get these things, you're still nothing. You understand what I'm saying? Because you haven't learned. You're still the same guy, just with more shit. You see what I'm saying? You're still a loser, but just with more shit.
Yo, shout out to you on that joint you did. I think it was yesterday evening where you was talking and you said, if you think having a girl is all fucking fun and
right, exactly right.
You don't know nothing. Like you don't know what it is to have a girl, because having a girl having a woman in your life is a responsibility.
Right, exactly.
And that's the thing. These niggas guys. This is why we urge y'all to get on the memberships, man.
Mm-hmm.
We urge y'all to get on the memberships, man. Yo, cut off your fucking cable for a minute and get on the fucking membership, man. At least for a month, and write some notes down and then join for a month, maybe 3 months later. I don't care. You don't gotta stay on it, but come get this information.
Right, exactly,
bro.
Exactly.
You see what I'm saying? Because there's so many things y'all don't understand about the game. Because a lot of y'all niggas, there's a certain level of shame and disdain. 713, hold on 1 second. I think it's monogamous. Hold on 1 second. Let me make this point and I'll get right to you. There's a level of shame and disdain that you feel about your own life. And you think that getting with a girl or getting some pussy or getting money or getting any of these things will actually make you feel better about your life. When the only thing that's going to make you feel better about your life is deciding to feel better about your life.
Facts. Real talk. That's it.
Earl Nightingale said this shit in the 40s. Earl Nightingale was like one of the first fucking motivational speakers. This nigga was on TV telling niggas shit when TV was black and white and blurry.
Right.
He said everybody thinks success is a journey or a destination. He said success is a decision. It's a decision.
Right. Mm-hmm.
That shit is flying over niggas' heads right now. But anyway, let's go to Monogamous Player. Monogamous Player, what's going on, bro? Thanks for calling in, man. How you doing?
Man. Hey, man, I had a great week, man. It was a great, productive week.
Yes, sir.
You remember what you said, Miles? Your language exposes you.
Yes, sir.
It was a long week. It was a productive week.
Hey, shout out to Monogamous, man. That's facts. That's facts.
Real shit.
Guys, when you've had a long fucking challenging week, don't shit on your journey.
Mm-hmm.
Choose the words wisely. So instead of saying, yo, I had a long week, man, it was fucked up. No, I had a productive week, because you wouldn't have been so busy and tired if you didn't actually get some work done. So use the words wisely, man. You had a productive week. Shout out to you, Monogamous, for taking that game with you. But yeah, go ahead.
Oh, yeah, and also I want to say that I donated to Mr. Lucario.
All right, yes, sir.
Appreciate it. All right, we got working.
But now, Miles, while you was saying what you were saying, you actually just said something that was another great point, right? Because you said that a lot of guys think that success is the destination. No, success is what you learn and what you build going into the destination.
Right.
So success is everything that you learn. You see what I'm saying? Because when I was 18 and now I'm 33, in those 15 years, there's so much shit that I didn't learn that I didn't know when I was 18, 19, 20 years old.
Facts.
You see what I'm saying? Which has made me become a better man today, right?
Mm-hmm.
But there's this one point that I want to say. And then another thing, just to piggyback off that point, because, I do believe in God and everything, right? And I was listening to this pastor. I think it was either my pastor or just it's a guy online that I listen to sometimes, right? And he was saying that a lot of people struggle in life is because they question what they already know. And a lot of times God has already gave us a clue, or how many times where God gave me a clue and then years later it came about?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And when it actually happened, I'm like, damn, I remember when he first gave me that clue.
Right.
So I forgot. I'm supposed to forget and not believe it no more.
Real shit. That's real shit.
You know what I'm saying? When
real
I was
shit.
going through my bullshit until I got back on the train to not even believing, knowing. You know what I'm saying? It's beyond the belief. It's the knowing. You see what I'm saying? But another thing I want to say, guys, because this is a great topic and it actually ties into y'all Patreon show, the Bad Boy Show. Everybody that's listening, please tune into the Patreon, the Bad Boy Show. A lot of game. You know what I'm saying? A lot of barbershop talk. A lot of good game. But I have a testimony because I used to make this mistake, right? And here's the problem with a lot of guys, right? And you have to reach a certain level of game to understand that, like, okay, this is the reason why I'm fucking up, right? And I used to make the same mistake. And on the Patreon, y'all was talking about a lot of guys struggle with allowing a woman to love them because they want their woman to love them a certain way, right? But it's because a lot of guys overly romanticize relationships.
Exactly.
That's facts. Real talk.
Yep.
And I used to do that. So yeah, you low key be like, oh, I want a hug or whatever, but don't know your woman really want to work for you. And I remember saying on the Patreon, you know, it was a guy that was saying that, oh, my woman, I want her to do this and all this romantic shit, but yet the woman really want to get put to work. That's how you make a woman become close to you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Just putting her to work versus, you know what I'm saying? Like, as you said, you were saying, Desi Banks was saying like, oh, I wish you could see the vision. But now you were saying, no, give her a task. So over time, the vision is implemented in her plans, right?
Right.
Her plans is a part of the vision, or the vision is a part of her plans. But you have to put her to work, or you have to do it in a high level way, not do it in a way where you just trying to, you know, everything is over romanticized and everything and that type of shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I feel like I used to make that mistake. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna be honest. People got to understand, relationships only going to stay in the honeymoon phase at the beginning. After that, it's work.
Right.
It's productivity, it's consistency. So if you want a woman to love you, you have to look at the consistency. And a lot of guys got good women. I used to make this mistake, even with my woman now early on, you know, but I learned over time. A lot of guys got good women, but you're not even paying attention to the shit she's doing for you because you so focused on, I want this, I want that, I want this, I want that. But you don't realize that she's doing the work.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? The work that matters.
Exactly.
A woman in your life that really want to be in your life, they focus on what matters. So when they looking at you bitching about this and that, they like, my nigga, I'm calling you. you see what I'm saying?
Oh, my God.
Just elaborate a little bit more about,
yo,
you know,
bro. Nigga, you. This is a good point you brought up, man. This is a good point you brought up because again, and this is why I talk so much about gratitude and being grateful, bro. Because if you really slowed things down and looked at what anybody does for you in life, you would be way more happy and satisfied with life in general.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? Because that's why in the beginning of the show, I was like, hey, Lucario, just wanted to say I'm grateful for you and all that. And I'm going to say I'm grateful for all the people that be on every show. Grateful for you, Monogamous. You understand? For always calling in and imparting game and getting us to discuss these things. And what I'm saying is when you're in a relationship, the problem with a lot of relationships today is that people love to focus on what they're not getting.
Right.
Just like when I always talk about if you had a half a bottle of water and you're thirsty, why would you focus on the half of the bottle that has air when you can't drink air? You got to focus on the part of the bottle that has liquid in it. So it's the same thing in your relationship. You need to focus on what your woman is doing. And on top of that, what makes it even more critical in your shoes as a man is that the things that your woman is doing in your relationship should have been designated by you.
Exactly.
So when you're actually being grateful for your woman, you're actually being grateful for yourself.
That's facts. Real shit. Real shit.
Right? So if your woman ain't coming with it, you need to check yourself, bro. So many niggas don't understand because, yeah, bro, I know women have their own mind. I know they grown. I know this and I know that. But when it comes to relationships, a woman is only she's valuable to like a woman by herself is valuable to society and to herself and maybe to her family.
Right.
When it comes to a man who knows who the fuck he is, he is only valuable to a man who knows who he is and can delegate and articulate the goals and the tasks and what he needs her to fucking do for him. And then a lot of these niggas, like you said, Monogamous, because they're not getting that extra back rub or whatever it is, but this is out here sending out emails, going to town for this nigga, going to bat for this nigga. And instead of focusing on the goal, he's focusing on, oh, well, you know, my chick, she ain't really rubbed my back this week and blah, blah. And here's the thing. If you want your woman to rub your back, hey, baby, come over here and rub my back. I bet you she'll do it.
Right.
But niggas, but instead of even thinking to himself, you know what? Let me tell my woman to rub my back tonight. He's thinking, man, she won't rub my back unless I tell her to.
Right. Terrible.
But there's nothing wrong with that. Because, bro, let me tell you something. There's things in relationship where, again, as a man, if you're not looking in the mirror, if your relationship is fucked up and you're not looking in the mirror, is doomed to fail.
Right. That's real shit. That's real shit.
That is true. That is true. And then the last thing, guys, that I just want to say is, 2024, and and all years are going to have its challenges, but I don't know, man. I just been really, really on like this positive wave, and I've always been a positive person, but this year I have been really practicing, really wanting what I already have, right? Because it'd be some times where like you might already have a car, but you still on cars.com looking at foreign cars and shit, some bullshit like that, or looking at you might be in a new house, but you looking at a bigger house. I don't even do that shit no more because I appreciate what I already have, and I prioritize that. And another thing that I saw somebody say, I think it was one of those pastors, he was saying that if you want the best in life and you want joy and peace, prioritize your priorities. You know what I'm saying? The things that do matter. And then everything else will fall in line. That's all I want to say, guys. Thank y'all so much for the opportunity.
Yes, sir. Appreciate the call.
No, that's some real shit though, man. And it's interesting because even when he said about people be in that honeymoon phase and all that other shit. Right. And what people don't understand is that newness it's very newness is very exciting, but it's fleeting. Meaning that so a lot of times in these relationships, this is why a lot of guys will get with a chick or even women will get with a guy and they're just so excited. They want to be with each other. They want to be together and all this other stupid shit because it's new. You feel what I'm saying? Like it's a new situation. You're excited and all that other stuff. But see, the being grateful comes in when the newness has worn off and you're able to actually really see what it is of value you have because you forget because the newness is gone. So now you're like, oh, this don't mean shit. This is nothing. Then you take shit for granted.
Exactly.
That's the problem with a lot of people.
Bro, and again, just to use the example at the beginning of the show, bro. We've been in business for over 15 years, damn near 20 years, and we've been friends for longer than that.
Right.
And I can still sit here and say, yo, Lucario, I'm grateful for you, bro.
Right, exactly.
It's because somebody might look at that and be like, why? Come on, nigga, I've been in business for so long. Like, why would you even say that? Like, what's the point of saying that? No. You see, another thing about gratitude, why it's a little bit more critical than a lot of other things and ideas, is that gratitude requires conscious effort.
Yes, exactly.
I've been on calls and I've been on lives and based on the questions that dudes ask, they think gratitude is a fucking emotion. Did you know that?
Right. It's crazy.
Niggas think gratitude is just a feeling that you get where sometimes I feel grateful for the fact that I have a YouTube based business and I can, I have a membership and sometimes I feel good and sometimes I feel good that Lucario is my business partner. No. Right. It is a conscious effort for me to wake up every day and say, hey, I'm grateful for this. I'm grateful for that. Grateful for Lucario. I'm grateful for the Masculine Identity membership. Grateful for the Bad Boy membership. I'm grateful for Real Game No Theory and all of those guys. I'm grateful for everybody in the chat. Bro, this is a part of what I tell you to do on a Masculine Identity membership. On the video on how to become grateful, I literally give you action steps on what you need to do because it is a conscious effort that you have to keep up with.
Right. Real talk.
That you have to do consciously.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? And when you do these things, when you it's like you're training your brain to understand all of the beautiful points in your life and the things that you need to be thankful for.
Right, because you start to forget and go into a spiral of negativity and bitching and moaning and all this other shit because of whatever. Because you're so, again, you're so excited about some shit, and then it's like, you're like, I got the new car, and then the new car is going to turn to the old car, and then you're gonna be looking at some new car. You feel what I'm saying? And then so the cycle is going to continue. Versus, you got a car. Period. You feel what I'm saying? Well, let's take the call.
All right, we got 346. You're on live with Lucario. Miles, name, age, city. Where did you donate?
I donated on PayPal. What's up? It's Sam, Houston. And I got a question, but I got a statement too. One thing about the grateful thing that I learned, I'll be out.
Wait, what's your name? Well, hold on. What's your name on PayPal, homie?
Sauduki.
So what?
What?
That's not the name that's coming. Those are not. I don't see that name on paper. Tell us your real name or the first name or something.
Sam O'Duncy.
Sam what?
Samuel O'Duncy. I donated, bro. It's shit. $10 ain't nothing.
All right, we just trying to check because I don't see it. So it says Samuel on the email.
I see. Yeah, I see.
Yeah.
Okay, but that's not that. That's not that. Okay. I don't know.
You said Samuel Genty?
O'Duncy. Odunsi.
O'Duncy.
Oh. O'Duncy. I'm not seeing it. Why am I not seeing it?
I'm not seeing it.
Wait. Is it the 646-481-3901?
No, that's the number to call in. We talking about did you donate though?
Oh shit. I donated on PayPal. I'm not PayPal, Cash App. My bad.
Oh my fucking
God. Oh my goodness.
Hey, my bad.
I got you. You see that? Okay, go ahead.
Appreciate you, brother. Appreciate you, man. All right, go ahead, man.
But with the grateful thing, I'll be on a date with a chick that I don't smash on a first date, and in my head, I'll be kind of upset a little bit. And I was talking to my homie, I was like, bro, he was like, bro, you gotta realize, not fucking on the first date isn't bad. You fucked so much on the first date, you just made it your top priority, but you gotta come back to when you wasn't getting pussy on the third date or whatever. So sometimes you gotta realize that you at a good spot, even if you think you can do better. You got to be grateful for the spot you in sometimes too.
Facts.
But I got a question. I got a question about me. I don't like bitches doing shit for me. Bitches buy me a $400 watch.
Well, are you on a speakerphone or something? Your voice sounds like it's muffled. What is that?
You hear me?
Yeah. I can hear you, but you sound muffled. Like before, when you first called me, you sounded perfect, and now you sound muffled. Did you do something different?
Oh yeah, I probably was over the speaker thing.
Okay, yeah. However you talking now, stay like that. But go ahead. What you saying?
I got you. But yeah, I don't like bitches buying shit for me and doing shit for me. And then dude just called. He like putting these bitches to work. How do you like? So should I just tell these bitches stupid shit to do just to tell them? Because I really don't like bitches doing shit for me.
So wait. So let me. Okay. So what are chicks doing for you that you don't like?
I don't know. Like this one chick tried to buy like a $400 watch.
Mm-hmm.
The sound day.
And what was your relationship with this woman?
This was my girl. This was like years ago, like 3 years ago.
So wait, you don't like your girlfriend to buy you shit?
Not no $400 watch. Like.
But why?
I don't like bitches done with money. Like,
wait, is that too cheap or too expensive? I can't tell by your expression.
I don't like I'm good with money. I don't like women buy me things. I just don't. I tell them no. But
that's what I'm saying. I'm trying to understand what's the underlying reason as to why. What's the why? Because you thought it was too expensive? You thought it was a waste of money? Like, what was the reason?
I don't like bitches giving me shit. I don't.
But there has to be a reason. There's not you just don't not like something just because. There has to be a reason, bro. Like, what's the reason?
I don't know. When bitches give me stuff, I say, nah, you ain't gotta do that. Chill.
No,
I just do.
No.
I just don't like it.
If you can't tell us, then you probably need therapy, nigga. You're something.
Right, because that don't make like if you say something, tell me a food you don't like.
Shit. I don't know. Fucking say sushi. Fuck it.
Right. So I'm sure you could tell us why you don't like sushi, right?
Yeah.
Right. So then that's what we're saying. So you know the reason you don't like sushi. So you know the reason why you don't like chicks buying you shit. Like, you guys, come on, fam, stop it. Tell us.
Hoes be scamming.
Nah, it ain't. All right. If I think about it, I don't want to. All right. This probably would. I don't want bitch throwing shit in my face. First of all, I don't even want to say I did this. I hate hearing shit like that. That's probably what it is.
Okay.
I hate
there you go. So you don't want a chick to be like, nigga, I bought you that watch the other day and you treat me like this. You don't want that type of shit, right?
Yeah, I don't even like hearing conversations like that. That tit for tat, I did this, you do this. I hate shit like that.
Okay.
But I genuinely don't like women buying me things. I just don't like it as well. It's just I'm not a materialistic person.
Okay.
But my question is like I don't like. I just need a woman to be on time and not argue. But I'm hearing that from you guys that putting a bitch to work works. So how do you put a bitch to work when you really don't need a bitch to work for you?
No. Caller. You gotta know your program. If all you need is for a bitch to be consistent and on time and respectful, then that's your program, bro. You ain't gotta follow our standards. That's your program.
All right, cool.
Right. So you just need to create it how you want it.
And the thing is this: at the beginning too, you could tell her, be like, look, don't buy me nothing. Just stay consistent, be on time, and follow my fucking instructions. That's all I need from you.
Right.
And that's it. You don't need. Look, guys like us, we busy and we got shit to do, and we know where a woman's touch can enhance our shit. So guys like us, we employ and delegate to women. You get what I'm saying? In that respect.
Yeah.
You understand? But that's because we see how that helps us. But your program is your program, bro. You just see, guys, again, a lot of the stuff that we say, if we give you an example of what we do for ourselves, is just an example. We're not telling you to do it. Create your own identity, bro.
Hey, listen, I hear you, but my question is, I'm trying to implement that shit because
why?
On the cool, I think it works. I think that's a good thing having bitches do. But I'm saying like, what if,
but caller, this is what you have to understand. Okay, check this out. This is the part that you're not getting, right? So anything that is done in your reality, in your world, in your perspective, has to serve you. You understand? So what we're saying is that from our particular perspective of us being an individual, wanting this, wanting that, we create our program based on that. Like, so for example, a guy might say, listen, I need a chick to cook and clean for me, at least 5 nights a week, right? Another motherfucker says, I don't need no bitch cooking me nothing because I'm the best cook ever. I need her to do this other thing. Do you see what I'm saying? So it just depends on what you want. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get you. I'm just trying to add another tool under my tool belt and see if it will work. I'm trying shit out. You know what I'm saying? That's it. That's all calling the ass. But
what do you ultimately want though? That's the question. What do you want?
Oh, I just want shit to go smoother. I just want smoother operations. That's it.
Okay, but what does that look like?
When you say shit or things to go smoother, what things are you referring to?
Shit, just everything in general. Like,
no, there is no everything in general. We're talking about you. What do you want? That's what I'm saying. We're talking to you specifically.
All right. I was looking at it like this. I do what I do. I don't need the bitch to do nothing for me. That's how it is. And on the cool, I think they kind of like that shit. They keep trying to do shit for me. But I'm like, what if I start letting these bitches or telling these bitches to do shit for me? Would that work in my favor as well? That's how I'm looking at it. I'm not really looking at
caller. Okay. All right. How old are you?
I'm 31.
You're 31. Okay. You have a certain life, right? Do you have any routines in your life?
Yeah, I do.
Okay. What is your morning like? You get up, take a piss, and then what?
Shit, I get up, drink some water, and go to the gym.
You go to the gym. Okay. Do you ever need like a pre-workout or a post-workout meal?
Post-workout.
Post-workout. Okay. So as an example, since you know that your routine is to get up, drink water, then go to the gym, and you say you need a post-workout meal. What the woman could be doing for you is if she stayed over that. I mean, I don't know how far you're in with these women that you're dealing with, but let's just say she stayed over with you that night, or or maybe you live with her, or she's spending the weekend. Make her have the meal, the post-workout meal ready for you by the time you get back from the gym. You get what I'm saying? As an example.
Yeah.
As an example.
That's a good example.
So what I'm saying is you got to look at your own life chick where she can fit in, where you can delegate things to her. Because here's the thing: whether you understand this or not, the more you can get a woman to do for and with you, it brings her closer to you. So this is still only for chicks that you really fuck with. This ain't for the bitches that you just fucking from time to time. This is for the women that you really want to be a part of your life type shit.
Right.
Yeah, hey, that was perfect. I like that. That was perfect.
Okay. And one more thing you got to understand too. Another thing you got to understand too is that, and Lucario said this on another live, there are times when a woman is going to do things for you that you didn't tell her to do. Right. And that's okay. Like when she goes ahead and buys you something or whatever it is, that's okay. But it's the most important parts is the things that you tell her to do. Do you understand that?
Right.
Yeah.
So when she buy you that watch, that shit really don't fucking matter. You don't need to get upset or happy about that. You could just gracefully accept the watch and be like, hey, thank you. I appreciate this. But what's really important is the things that you discuss and you tell her, hey, I need you to do this, this, and this.
Right.
Those are the things that mean something. Anything that she does on her own mean absolutely nothing. And and like you said, she might just be doing it just so she can have something to hold over your head or to bring up in a fucking argument. But at the same time, if you're dealing with a woman that is actually like that, that ain't the type of bitch you want to be giving your time to anyway. Because any bitch that would buy you some shit just to hold it over your head or just to be able to bring it up in a fucking argument, that's the type of bitch that doesn't get a nigga like me. A bitch like that don't get my time.
Mm-hmm.
You're right. That was some good advice, though. The shit is simple. I probably was just thinking too goddamn much.
You're probably overthinking it. Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, but thank y'all, man.
All right. There you go. Appreciate you.
Appreciate the call, man. We got any more calls?
No, we good for now. Guys, call in. How much time we got left? We got about
like 20 minutes. Yeah.
Another 20 minutes, guys. Call in. We got 20 minutes left. 919-647-9392. 919-647-9392. And we got the Manhood is a Skill Set show tomorrow, 1:30 Eastern time. Lucario, what time you going live tomorrow? 5?
5, yeah, 5 o'clock.
All right, so Lucario's going live Saturday Night Live with Lucario, 5 o'clock, 5 p.m. on YouTube Live. And then we're going to have the Real Game No Theory on Sunday, 12 noon Eastern time. So make sure you guys tune in to the weekend shows because we goes in and the calls be crazy. So, yeah, man.
Right. So it says, what's the best way to get your woman to recognize you as her protector rather than her attack dog? Hilarious. Well, if you're her attack dog, then that means that she's running the show and she leads you and you're a simp just for following her based on emotions.
I want to get back to that. Keep that question.
Right.
We got 502. You're on live with Lucario Miles. Name, age, city, and where did you donate?
What's going on, Logan Miles? It's Phoenix 41, Louisville, Kentucky. I donated to PayPal.
Okay, I see it. Appreciate it. What's going on?
Yeah, it's just a couple quick questions real quick. I think I know the answer, but I was just making sure that, okay, so before someone is say before you were a student of the game or part of the game, right? You weren't in the game. You can't ever charge a woman then, right? Because you weren't part of the game to be able to charge a woman. Correct?
I mean, you can. You just probably wouldn't know what you were necessarily doing, but you still charge. You could still charge a chick to the game, regardless if whether or not that's what you're doing or not. You see what I'm saying? So if you don't have no game and you don't understand game, but you in a situation and there's a chick you fucking with, and you're like, all right, this chick is acting stupid. I'm gonna call it a day with her and keep it moving. You just charge us to the game. You see what I'm saying? Like you're still doing the things. You see what I mean? It's just that you may not necessarily understand what you're doing at that point. You see what I'm saying?
Oh, okay. I got you. Now, which leads me to my next question. So say those women that you were dealing with before you were a student of the game, and then now, they come kind of cycle back around, but you had already, charged them way before you know what it was. It's still best to kind of leave them alone, right?
I mean, it just depends. It depends on what you want to do specifically. So the thing is, let's say you were in a situation where the chick wasn't necessarily like, she didn't do anything like disrespectful or nothing, but y'all weren't on the same page. Let's say you were just trying to have fun and hook up. She was on some, I want a serious boyfriend. And you was like, no, I'm not really with that. You kept it moving. And then later on, let's say 2-3 months down the line, she comes back. She's like, hey, I was thinking about you. I want to see you. Let's have some fun or whatever. And you're like, all right, cool. Let's make it happen. You see what I'm saying? So you still stuck to what you was doing. She just came back around because, you know, she changed her mind. Some other shit happened. And now she's on that, you know, on the same page as you at that point. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, okay. Because I was asking because I'm having situations, say these were women that I had met or whatever, say we would just make it friend zone. They friend zone me, which actually technically I friend zone myself because now I realize now as a student of the game how I got there and what led to that. But these women, I kind of like I still see them, they still coming around. So I was kind of like, you know, at first I didn't have the game, but now I kind of do. So I was like, well. But then I said, I probably shouldn't because I felt like their perception of me has already been made. And it's probably it would be a waste of my time at this point. Wouldn't that be correct?
Well, yeah. Well, the thing is, what did they come around to you and say? Like, what was the situation?
Oh, just casual conversation. I bumped into them at the gym. Wasn't.
Yeah, so it wasn't like they weren't trying to get at you, were they?
Nah, they wasn't trying to get at me.
Okay, so what are you talking about?
So they talk to me or whatever.
So you're saying you wanted to try to get at them because you feel like your game is tighter now. That's what you're saying.
Yeah.
Okay. And see, that's the problem is that your game isn't tighter because if it was, you wouldn't be trying to get at them.
Exactly.
You see what I'm saying? Because if your game is tighter, then that means your perspective is different. Your perspective is now, I have abundance. So trying to get back with them is scarcity. You see what I'm saying? Which means that your game hasn't gotten as tight as
damage.
You see what I'm saying?
Caller, how old are you again?
Yeah. 41.
Oh my Jesus. Yeah, caller. These chicks that you're talking about, did you smash?
No.
Oh, come on.
But I realized, it's not that, you know, I was like begging for nothing. So I said, then what Lucario said, I just charged to the game. I'm like, all these chicks ain't trying to do nothing. Let me leave it alone.
Hold on. These are chicks that you tried to get at and they said no, or what happened?
Yeah, well, see, it was, I could say try to get at now, but then it wasn't. It was back then. I used to kind of approach it from the nice guy angle, being indirect and vague about what I wanted instead of being upfront about what I wanted and what I was trying to do, which is what led me to get those results that I was getting.
Okay. Well, here's the thing. Because you have to really look at the details of the situation. Because if it was really just on some nice guy shit, then you probably, like you said, you friend zoned yourself, right? Where you never even got a chance to explore a possible sexual or romantic situation with these women, right?
Correct.
Now, if you wanted to just to see, you could be like, hey, so what you doing this weekend? I think we should hook up.
Right.
And just to see what happens. Do you understand? If you want to.
So that.
But it's not necessary.
Yeah, I mean,
it's not necessary. You're better off. Let me tell you something. There's billions of women out there, bro. You're always better off fucking with a new one. Always.
Right.
No matter what the situation, no matter like I said, there are certain situations where just because she's standing there, you could be like, let me see what happens. Right? If you want to. Okay. But you're always better off just fucking with somebody brand new. Always. Yeah.
Because so Phoenix, in these situations, did you try to holler at them and they said no, or was it a situation where you didn't try to holler?
I did. I indirectly tried to holler. You know, you kind of be like suggestive type of stuff, like, hey, you know, if you ain't busy this weekend, maybe you can come on over. Maybe we can watch Netflix, stuff like that.
And they declined.
Push stuff.
Yeah.
Right. And then they declined.
Right.
Oh yeah. That's
that's a wrap. That's a wrap. This weekend or something like that.
Yeah, that's a wrap. You can leave that alone. Leave that alone, bro. Leave that alone. Move forward. Yeah, it's a wrap.
That's done. You know what I'm saying?
I thought you were saying that you didn't even get a chance to make any type of advance at all, where you just kind of said hello and kept it friend zone because you were too pussy to say that you wanted to go out with them or something.
Oh, no. But see, I don't know. I didn't even count that. I mean, me being indirect and things, ain't that no type of advance?
No. Listen. If you asked a woman to spend time with you and she declined, that's enough.
Right. That's what I'm saying. You propositioned her for a situation and she declined. It don't matter if it was direct or indirect. You told her, hey, let's hang out and watch Netflix. And she said no, or she didn't do it, right?
Oh, okay.
Right. So that's already a...
She declined even though my offer was disingenuous though, right?
Either way, she declined. So what I'm saying is her interaction with you was, I'm not interested. You see what I'm saying? So that's a wrap. Now, I thought you were saying, now, if it was a situation where you was just at the gym, then for whatever reason, let's say she kept checking you out or whatever, she's like, hey, you know what? That guy that asked me to do Netflix and chill, I just for some reason can't stop thinking about him. And then she comes over to you, she says, hey, Phoenix, how you doing? What are you up to this weekend? We should, remember you were asking me about Netflix? We should go out and do it. Like if she did that, then cool. But that's not happening. You feel what I'm saying? So the fact that you already said to her, hey, let's do this, and then she declined, that's a wrap. That's over.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? And on top of that, like we were saying,
I see what you're saying. So even though the offer was weak, even on my part, my offer was weak, disingenuous. However I got there, I still put that offer on the table for us to spend time together. And she declined said offer. So she charged to the game and leave it where it's at.
Leave it where it's at.
Exactly. And on top of that, like I said, see, the thing is when your game is tight, you're not worried about like any particular woman. You're not thinking about a woman. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, I did a video years ago. This is probably like, I probably got to find this again, but it's probably like 7-8 years ago, where I said basically guys with game look at all women as their women. Do you understand what I'm saying? So it's not like, because a lot of guys who don't got game, you know what they do? Well, there's this girl in my class, Peggy Sue, who I really, really like her. You understand what I'm saying? What I'm saying is that for a guy who has game, all women are Peggy Sue. You see what I'm saying? So therefore, I would never be thinking about quote unquote Peggy Sue because I can go out there and get the rest of them. You see what I'm saying? So there's no reason to try, you see what I'm saying? To go back. And what I'm saying is the trying to go back or thinking about going back, a lot of times, what happens is that is a lack of game. You understand? Because what happens is that you're indirectly putting that woman on a pedestal. You understand? Which is why you're going back to that particular woman.
I see what you're saying. So it's like once you start moving forward, you keep going forward. You don't keep looking in the rearview mirror.
Right. Because you understand that there's no point to that. You see what I'm saying? You understand that it's not about the woman. You see what I mean? Because all the women that are there for you in abundance. You see what I'm saying? Okay. G-Dog said Peggy knew. Hell yeah, that's exactly. Like the new chick, fuck that. That's what we talk about.
Exactly.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, hey, caller, do you know the only thing that's better than good pussy?
New pussy?
New pussy, nigga.
You know what's funny? Again, what happens is this, right? Is that when you have game, you almost see it goes from you wanting like, oh, I want that girl and I wish I could fuck her and I hope she likes me. It goes from that to, should I allow her to get this dick? Right. Mm-hmm. And so what happens is that a lot of times what happens is that you end up not even wanting those women, you know what I'm saying, anymore. You understand? Unless they've recognized that change within you. Do you understand what I'm saying? So what I'm saying is that if she came to you in the gym, like let's say you just said, hey, what's up? Good morning. And then she's like, oh, good morning. How are you? Blah, blah, blah. She's all up in your face. And that's because she can recognize like, there's something different about you. You see what I'm saying? Then cool, I'll take you on. You see what I'm saying? But I'm not going to her and I'm not running up on her. Hey, Peggy Sue, how's it going? How's your day? Blah, blah. No, because that means I haven't changed. I'm the same motherfucker I was the other day.
Hey, Peggy Sue, I got game now. You should come. You should see my Netflix offer now.
Yeah, that's what I meant. I meant like you chasing her. Like it's what I said, y'all bump into each other, and like you said, she would have if she recognizes the change or in the context of the situation. Then, but to be sitting there thinking on it, then you would have weak game because now you're thinking about a woman.
Right, because and also the thing is, you trying to get at her again would be chasing because you already asked her the first time. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Let me tell you, you guys, this is why you guys got to get on the membership, because I need y'all to stop thinking and I need y'all to start knowing.
Right, exactly.
I need y'all to stop thinking and start knowing. So just like Lucario said, you got to have a protocol. If you give instructions to a woman and she doesn't follow them, the protocol is to move on to the next one. That's the protocol. What are we thinking about?
This shit's funny.
Bill Brad says, a whore fucks anyone, a bitch fucks everyone but you.
That's funny. I can't even lie. Shit is funny.
I feel you. Yo.
Oh man.
I guess that's why I still needed the clarity on. Because see, I always thought that if I could see where if the offer was strong or weak, then it would be on me, and I'd be like, well, it's always on me. But I would go, well, damn. If I did some lame shit or I made a weak offer, then it'd be different. But it doesn't matter. The offer was there, so the offer's been declined, whether it was strong, weak, game, no game, whatever. And then that's why you just move on. It doesn't matter.
Right. Exactly. That's what it is. You know what I'm saying?
All right. Okay, I appreciate that, y'all. I appreciate that clarity. I'm gonna go ahead and leave it on alone then. That's what I figured. I was thinking about the like how you give the bully perspective. Like once the guy, he tries the bully being nice, they can be more believable. But the nice guy now trying to be the bully, they already got that perspective. They like, nah, we ain't gonna get out of it.
Exactly. That's what it is.
And that's what I thought about when she kind of talked to me today. I was kind of like, I don't think you're gonna ever see me like that. So I'm gonna just leave that alone. I was just like, I think you always
how bad is this chick, man?
I mean, she's all right. It's really not about being bad in the looks. It's more so on the clarity for myself to grow in the game. So that's why when questions come up, I just ask.
Okay.
You know what's funny? This is how you know you really got game. Let me tell you, this is the aha moment for you. I'm gonna tell y'all guys. I'm gonna tell you right now.
Okay.
Do you realize that? Okay, when you're a guy who has game, a woman is never hot or the shit or a 10 or anything until she's actually been vetted and she's a significant woman in your life.
Facts.
Because what happens is, like, let's say, for example, matter of fact, I would say a chick can't really be a 10 unless she's your girl. Do you understand what I'm saying? Because you're what you deem worthy is the shit she's done consistently by being under your leadership. Because when you're looking at her, you're looking at yourself. You know what I'm saying? So how can any chick be the shit or a 10 or awesome and all this other stuff if she hasn't really been with me?
Right.
And that's the thing. Guys who don't have game, what they're doing is they're looking for women to validate them. See what I'm saying? But a man who has game he's not validated by women
at all.
What he does is that he allows women to be under his program. And then he appreciates the fact that this woman has been consistent, right? Because that actually shows that she has game.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? That's how that shit works. So this is why we're saying where the idea to even go back to that chick or thinking about that chick or giving a fuck about what she's thinking is ludicrous when your game is tight, because if your game is tight, then you would realize that her interaction doesn't really mean anything.
It means, bro, you think I give a fuck about how you play the fucking play?
Hi, how you doing? You think I give a fuck about how you doing, bitch? All I want you to motherfucking do is open your mouth and say something so I can hear how your voice sounds, so it can tell me how the fuck to get at you.
You see how the game is deep. The game is deep, and it's the funny part. Once you understand that, check this out. Imagine how much more attracted women are to you when they know that you don't give a fuck. Notice the guys who give a fuck are the ones who have the hardest times. The ones where women be fucking being uncooperative with the dude. The ones where women give them the attitude. But the guys who don't give a fuck, the women are like, pay attention to me. Oh my God, you're so sexy. Oh my God, let's do this. They're about that guy because they understand in order to be seen as valuable in his eyes, she got to put in some work. Do you see what I'm saying? That's how it works. That's how it goes.
Now, see, let me ask you though. Now, see, as you know, as a man with game, like you mentioned earlier in the show, you was like, you see a woman with a fat ass, you're like, damn, she got a fat ass, because we check out women.
Right.
And how do you kind of differentiate that? Because you see the woman with the fat ass, and you are obviously sexually aroused by her.
Mm-hmm. Right.
And so then, how does one? What's the mindset of a man with game do with that sexual arousal?
Right. So you just fuck her. If that's the case, you see what I'm saying? But it doesn't mean anything. This is, again, notice what I just said. You just fuck her. Right? Now, what am I talking about? Sex. Who put sex on a pedestal? Betas. They talking about body count. They talking about a chick being for the streets, all that other shit. Because sex is a big thing. If I see the girl and she has a fat ass and I'm like, you know what? I'd smash. But that doesn't mean anything. That doesn't hold any weight.
But caller. So you still get you said you're how old?
41.
Okay, so you still get aroused when you see a woman that's attractive to you?
Well, arousal is in like interest. You see a woman with a fat ass, like you just said. I call it sexual arousal. Anyone just say sexually attractive.
No, okay. All right. Here's what I'm trying to get at. Where I need you to understand, especially as a man who's like beyond his 20s, because 20-year-olds, I know I totally get it why the 20-year-olds are lost. And a lot of this game, they're not going to really feel this game until later on. But as a man in his 30s and 40s, at this point, you're supposed to have a certain level of control over your dick, where it's like you see the interest or you see the woman that piques your interest, but nothing else happens until you engage her.
Right.
Because here's the thing with me, I can see a beautiful woman, but if I say hello to her and then she says something disrespectful, the arousal is gone, my nigga.
Right.
Like, I can't see her sexy anymore. So what you're saying about, when I see a woman and she this and she that, that's like just enough for me to decide, okay, let me go engage. But I'm still not fully in the lust or in the arousal.
Yeah, I'm not impressed.
I'm not impressed by anything until I engage her and activate her. Until I activate her possibility, until I activate her possible level of sexuality, I guess you could say.
Mm-hmm.
I activate that, it means absolutely nothing to me.
It's like this. Think about it like this, Phoenix.
It's a passing thought, though. But in the initial look, it's an arousal, and you're like, okay, she looks good. Now I'll let it pass, or maybe I might give her the opportunity to see what I'm about. But initially, even a man with game, you still have an initial feeling of arousal.
Right, but check this out. Think about it this way, right? Now, let's say I sent you a video of a restaurant and it's a promo video and it shows you all of the, like, they got some nice steak, salmons, they got desserts, and everything in the video looks good. It's a 30-second clip, and I send that to you on Instagram, and you might look at the video and be like, oh, that steak looks good. I would probably eat here. That looks like some good cheesecake they got there, right? So you appreciate it, but you're not really, it doesn't really do much for you. Why? Because you just ate an hour ago, and you're going to eat probably later tonight, and you're going to eat probably the next morning. So you're not really impressed by the food to that extent, because you eat every day. You see what I'm saying? But you still appreciate it. Oh, that looks like a good steak in that video. Does that make sense? So even though you see the steak and you're like, yeah, there's something I would eat, it doesn't give you're not impressed by it like that. Do you see what I'm saying? That's what we're talking about.
Yeah, you ain't salivating over the video.
Right.
oh damn, I gotta have it. Hold on, let me go ahead and hit the Uber Eats real quick, even though you just already.
You're like, yeah, I'd eat it if I go here. Like if we wanted to go here, tomorrow we could do that. But what happens is it's not really a big deal. But what happens is guys who don't have game, they're like a motherfucking homeless nigga that hasn't eaten in 2 weeks. You know what I'm saying? And all they can think about is food.
Bro, let me tell you something, bro. A woman ain't even sexy to me until possibly like the third or fourth time we fuck, bro. Like,
right.
You know what I mean? Like, it was so much. Again, it depends on the level of the game that you're at, right? But like a woman has to like the fit gotta be right.
Mm-hmm.
The way she sound when she moans gotta be right.
Right.
Like, like certain things, bro, it ain't pussy ain't enough.
Yeah, and you know what it is? You have to see, the thing is this. You have to get to the point where you are desensitized by women.
Yes.
You understand? You're desensitized, meaning that you still appreciate, but it's not a big thing because you're so used to it, and it's such an everyday thing in your actual life. That's why we talk about abundance. Think about all the things in your life that you have in abundance. 9 times out of 10, you hardly even really think about it. It's just become normal to you.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? It's really just like, I'm sure you haven't thought one time today, where am I going to get a drink of water? I bet you at no point in time today you thought about that, not even once.
Nope, not at all.
Right. But if you saw a nice bottle of water, you probably like, oh, I want to go drink that. You feel what I'm saying? But it's not like anything special. And that's where you need to get to that point where it's nothing special. You see what I'm saying? And the only time it becomes special, or the situation becomes special, is when that woman is a reflection of you.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? That's all we're saying. So all of these things where niggas be simping is like, oh, well, she looks hot, so I'm going to roll out the red carpet. I'm going to do all this extra shit. It's this and this and that. It's like, bruh, what are you doing? Like, that means you don't have game, because you don't understand that you're putting this woman on a pedestal really based on you not valuing yourself. That's all that is. It's crazy.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I see what you're saying. A lot of things, like, it's why it takes, I have to call in, because I'll go, man, some things will kind of make sense. So it's like, okay, it's okay to be aroused. It's okay to fuck. But she's not sexy until she actually starts under your program and starts, like, following your leadership.
Mm-hmm. Right. Well, think about it this way. Why do you like anything you like?
Because why do I like anything that I like?
Yeah. Why do you like it?
Because I've experienced it.
Or I should say it this way. Why is anything that you like likable to you?
Because I like it. It belongs to me.
It's because it's a reflection of you. Do you understand what I'm saying? The reason why you enjoy whatever you enjoy is because that thing you enjoy is basically a reflection of you. That's why you like it. You feel what I'm saying? That's the thing. That's why you enjoy it. Because like if you buy into a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, you're like, oh my God, this is delicious. Right? You like that sandwich because of the way that it feels when you eat the sandwich. You see what I'm saying? So it's connected to you. You see what I'm saying? So if I don't know this chick from nowhere and she just looks a certain way, how is she the shit if it hasn't been related to me? You see what I'm saying? That's what we're trying to tell you guys. That's what we're saying, where it's a thing where and that right there is why a woman usually doesn't respect a man who just puts her on a pedestal, because she knows deep down that if this man actually had any self-worth, she would not be on that pedestal. Do you understand what I'm saying? She knows this. The guy just doesn't know it. You see what I'm saying?
And if she's on that pedestal, that means that he's looking up to her because she's above him.
Exactly. And that's why she treats him like shit, because she's like, wait a second, why do I need to treat you good? You don't treat you good. So fuck you. You feel what I'm saying?
So caller. That's why we tell you that the game is about you, because you literally spend your entire life looking for yourself.
Right. Exactly. Exactly. That's what it's about.
Like
that's what it's about, man.
Based on the things you like, based on the places you go, like Lucario said, how do you know you like something? It's because it's a reflection of you.
Right.
So you're always looking for different pieces of you. And that's why you got to understand who you are. So you know, because the reason why because when you speak to a woman, when you meet a woman and you're talking, what's the reason why you guys click?
Exactly.
Right? Oh yeah, we clicked. The reason why you clicked is because you're seeing pieces of yourself inside her.
Facts. That's a fact. Because when you fuck, there's pieces of you inside her.
So this is why you have to. This is why this is why we tell you guys, focus on yourself. This is why I created the Masculine Identity membership. Knowing who you are is the most important thing in the fucking world. Because everything from your job to your girl to the gym you work out at, the places you go to, your hobbies, the food you eat, the things you like to wear, the friends that you keep, and the places you hang out with, and people you hang out with, they have to do with you.
Exactly.
This is why so many men think about it. This is why we always make fun of niggas when we ask questions like, "Oh, so how cute is this girl?"
Right.
The reason why is because we're making fun of them to say, you're so mesmerized by how she looks, you're forgetting to look for you inside her.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
Oh, damn.
So if you want to be inside her, you got to already be inside her. Oh,
that's bars. Y'all ain't ready for that. Y'all ain't ready for that.
What did I say earlier? I don't believe that these niggas need this game. I don't feel that. I know.
Right.
I know because I am. Okay.
That's a fact.
Fuck, man. Stop playing with me, man.
Hey,
memberships, man. Get on the memberships, bro. Or y'all niggas that be calling, book a consultation one time, man. Invest in yourself, man. Y'all know niggas got the game, bro. Stop playing, man.
Yeah, I do. I went into memberships and got a program, so yeah.
Yes, sir.
I appreciate y'all doing what y'all do, man, because it really does. You can still call in for the clarity, even if it's just things that pop up.
Facts.
Y'all on like every day doing that, putting in that work. So I appreciate y'all doing what y'all do.
Yes, sir.
Real talk.
All right.
Call, man.
I appreciate you, brother. Have a great weekend. Remember to check out the shows. Yeah, check out the shows over the weekend. Real Game No 3 on Sundays. Lucario's going live Saturday at 5, and we got the Manhood is a Skill Set show on Saturday afternoon, 1:30 p.m. All right.
All right. I'll check it out now. I'll let y'all.
Peace, brother.
Peace.
All right, so I'm gonna kill these lines, and then we could do the questions, and then
all right. So you said you wanted to talk about questions.
Yeah, the best way to get your woman to recognize you as her protector. Okay, so the best way to get a woman to recognize you as anything is to make sure you are consistent in how you show up in the situation.
Right.
You got to have a masculine identity of a protector.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? If you are a protector, you have authority. You move with authority.
Right.
Hey, you know what? The other day, some funny shit. The other day, I was taking my lady out the car, and this white lady was walking past.
Mm-hmm.
And when I just took her out the car, she was kind of standing in front of me, and she was about to walk into like the traffic area.
Right.
And so I told my lady to stop, and then I got in front of her. Mm. And you know, this white lady was like, "Oh my gosh, are you okay?"
Mm.
She was like, "Oh, I'm sorry, my bad. I thought he pushed you or something."
Oh my God.
and I bring that up to say that the way that I show up in a situation when I'm making moves with my lady,
mm-hmm.
I show up as a protector.
Right.
Because see, you said attack dog. An attack dog is controlled by his owner.
Right. Mm-hmm.
I will never be an attack dog. Because if an attack needs to be made, that is a decision that will be made by me.
Right.
So ain't nobody gonna be like, get him, boy. Ain't nobody gonna say that to me.
Right.
Ain't nobody gonna be like, Miles, go do work. Go get him.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have to say nothing like that to me.
Right.
Because I show up as a protector, and she understands the authority of my leadership and protection.
Mm-hmm.
To the point where both of us was laughing at the white lady because the white lady didn't understand what she was seeing.
Right.
She was about to be on some Karen shit, even realizing that I stand in front of my woman for safety and protection.
Right.
You understand? This bitch thought, oh my God, I thought he pushed you. I'm sorry, I didn't.
Hilarious.
So, yeah, and then K, it depends on the way you show up, bro. It depends on the way you show up, and you know it's just weird, bro. Like imagine a man being a protector for his woman can get that type of look from a stranger. That's weird,
right? And you know what the funny part is, the reason why that happened. I was talking about this on Clubhouse earlier. I was talking about simping and all this other shit, and I said, you know, a lot of times simping comes from where guys are, you know, bending over backwards to men to the women, but essentially doing what is expected of them from society versus having their own protocol as a man and coming up with their own thing for their situation. So you have your own thing for your situation, and the woman represents society trying to, like, it's like an agent type of situation because she doesn't really know, but she's going based on what her societal programming is and thinking she knows what's best for your situation.
Right.
Exactly. You see what I'm saying? So a lot of people, you know, they asleep with that shit. And see, when you have game, you know, you see things a whole different way and understand certain things differently than other people would understand that shit.
Mm-hmm.
Says, I'm confused. Is the boyfriend insecure, or is it a good idea to break up with his girlfriend after that concert video? Well, this is the thing. Everything that led up to that concert video is all his doing.
Right.
So the fact, like you were saying earlier, Miles, is that if he doesn't realize or didn't recognize, you know, that his woman responds that way after being together for allegedly 7 years,
right?
You understand what I'm saying? Then that's on him if he feels some type of way about it. You understand what I'm saying? But and see, the thing is that what you guys gotta understand about insecurity is this, right? Is that most people in relationships are extremely insecure because most people are taught to that being in a relationship really, like they've been taught that it means constant anxiety. You understand? It's like, well, oh my God, I got to watch you every 2 seconds. Are you going to cheat on me? Where were you? Who was that person? Blah, blah, blah. It's all of this bullshit, right?
Right.
So you're taught this stuff. So what happens is that most people never actually get to enjoy a relationship. You understand? They're signing up for consistent anxiety and worry. You see?
Oh, bro, that's some real shit.
You know what I'm saying? It's the constant fear of getting hurt, getting cheated on. Oh, you're going to do bad by me and all this other stuff. And so what happens is that they never actually get to enjoy the moments with the person they're with. And this is the key. See, the reason why they don't get to enjoy it is because they've already started and interacting with another person with the skewed idea of what a relationship is. See, what a relationship really is you're sharing time with someone.
Right.
But what most people think relationship means I own you. So now when they realize, when the universe shows you don't own the person, right? Then you start feeling that anxiety and feeling that fucking feeling. But it's the universe is trying to tell you, it's like, listen, I'm just trying to remind you, you don't own this motherfucker. You're supposed to be enjoying the time, but you don't own them. And see, what happens is that monogamy generally it was invented for ownership, man. You see what I'm saying? That's basically what it is. You belong to this person and you belong to that person. because we needed for y'all to shut the fuck up because y'all weren't getting any pussy. Y'all wasn't getting any shit popping. So we're going to create a system for you to feel like you own this person or own that person to get a false sense of security. But because there's no real security, you're always going to feel anxiety because nature is always going to overrun the little fucking societal programming that you put up.
Emotional damage.
Nature does not give a fuck about what you call your relationship. You understand? Nature is going to be what it is. And nature is telling you that you share this and enjoy this. You understand? But you don't own the person. In fact, this is the funny part. The only reason the person you're with is with you, the only reason they're with you is because of their own selfish desire to be with you. Exactly. So it was never about you anyway.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? That's the part that motherfuckers don't get. They're like, oh, but how could you do this to me?
To you?
To you? I'm not doing this to you. I'm doing everything for me. What are you talking about? The only reason I'm with you is because of me.
Hey, let me add to that real quick because I wanted to say this earlier. Everything that happened to that, because dude was like, oh, I feel for this dude. I feel for this dude.
Mm-hmm.
I don't feel for him. I'm actually happy for him.
Right.
And here's what I mean when I say that. Allegedly, he's been with the woman for 7 years.
Mm-hmm.
He's been in a 7-year lie.
Mm-hmm.
He's been in a 7-year state of confusion, really.
Right.
And this instance showed him what he needed to see.
Right.
And so he came to the concert with someone and he left alone.
Right.
That is like you said, Lucario, nature showing him the truth of his relationship.
Exactly.
And you ain't have you got 7 years and you don't need it no more. Like you're good now.
Right.
Now you're free to explore other options with your life, bro. It was the best thing that ever happened to you. Because like you said, I'm sure there was a lot of that anxiety during the 7 years of the relationship. Like, oh my God, let me check her phone. What is she doing? Who's she talking to? Niggas is liking her pictures, blah, blah, blah. But now you're totally free of all of that, my nigga.
Right. That's a fact.
You're doing good.
Shout out to Boss Man, because I remember he did a video. He said, listen, if your bitch leave you, congratulations. You should celebrate.
You rejoice. That's what he said.
Rejoice. Hell yeah, rejoice.
So once your chick leave you, rejoice, bro. Rejoice,
It's crazy. I'm telling you, man. So this one says, Zakar, do you believe that most guys get a girl by chasing her? Well, yeah, I was talking about that on the show the other day. I was saying that a lot of guys wear women down. So a lot of what guys would even consider courting, a lot of times they wear women down. And what happens is that women give in because since most women don't have game, they settle. So you have a guy trying to wear this woman down and then the woman settling. So when a guy who's wearing a woman down meets a woman who's settling, it's a perfect match. You see what I'm saying? Like, it works out perfectly. You see what I'm saying? It's crazy. So what day does Lucario go live solo? Every day, except for today and Sunday, I think, and Monday. So because I do the show with you and the only days I go live by myself is Wednesday and
Saturday.
Wednesday and Thursday and Saturday. Yeah. So Wednesday, Thursday, Saturday. Those 3 days.
It's Saturday. Because y'all bullshitting ass niggas. Y'all don't like me.
Right. Yeah, call in with all your trolling with me. Y'all know I'm ridiculous for that shit. It says, when should you reward your girlfriend with presents? How frequently do you guys, Miss Lucario and Miles, give your girlfriend presents? I mean, it could be whenever you want. You feel what I'm saying? But the thing is that, you in your relationship, right? Understand that it's not really necessarily about presents because you're the present, you're the gift. You feel what I'm saying? So
my presence is the gift, nigga.
Right, exactly. You know what I'm saying? So it's not really about that. But if your woman is on point, then what that means is that she's earned her spot. See, women, this is the funny part. Women get a lot of benefits by being consistently cooperative. You understand what I'm saying? And that's when a woman understands game. She understands that when she finds a man, all she has to do is be consistently cooperative, and she's gonna reap the benefits off that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Says Miles, do you still have the Stewie intercourse sound on your deck?
Yeah, but
to have intercourse with you. Ooh, yeah, intercourse with you.
It doesn't sound good?
Yeah, it sound good. It was playing good.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Some of my sounds don't be sounding right.
So where do you take a girl out but you're broke? To the park.
To the park. Oh yeah.
Get 2 bottles of water and just walk in the park and chill and talk. You know what I'm saying?
Or you can walk around the mall and at the food court where they have the food samples, y'all can eat food samples.
Exactly, right. It's a fact. Because remember, if the chick likes you, she don't give a fuck what y'all doing, to be honest. So,
and if the chick likes you, she'll spend her money.
Right, exactly. Says, why do you guys teach your girlfriend how to love herself and be more secure in herself? No, he said, do you guys teach your girlfriend? That's the thing that's gonna happen as a result of her being with us. You feel what I'm saying? If you're that motherfucker, of course they're gonna see that type of shit. You feel what I'm saying?
Well, look, me being the type of man who loves himself and who promotes a certain level of confidence, being the leader of the relationship, and based on the way things are structured, she has no choice but to follow my lead.
Right.
So therefore, she will love herself and she will feel more secure in herself because I'm a constant source of confidence for her.
Right.
You understand? So I don't sit there with a fucking with a chart and be like, honey, so this is how you love yourself. No, I do it by the way I carry myself.
Right.
And the way that I through consistency and all those other things, the way that I show her how much I desire better for myself, and I show her as I desire more and better for myself, she's a part of that growth.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So that will ensure her to love herself more and to be more secure through the level of confidence. That's how it works.
So it says, you said you've hooked up with chicks quickly before, but if dick is a gift, why do you give that gift away quickly after only a few minutes / hours of conversation? Because a gift, right? Because a gift isn't anything that needs to be scarce. That's you have the gift of life every day, right? So you're like, I'm 42. I have 42 years of living, which is a gift. You see what I'm saying?
I forgot who said this. This is not mine, but somebody said the other day, they said, man, I think it was either K Zaggin or Boss Mac, somebody, but they said a gift is given freely.
Right.
A prize has to be earned.
Right. That's a fact.
So we didn't say dick was a prize.
Right.
And pussy definitely ain't the prize.
Right.
Dick is gift. It's a gift, meaning that we give it freely, and a nigga who loves himself and who takes care of himself has good dick in abundance.
Right.
So to even further speak to your question, Truthology, first night dick is different from relationship dick.
Exactly.
First night dick, I'm probably not even gonna pull my pants off all the way. First date night dick, I'm probably not even going nut. You understand what I'm saying? So first date night dick is just letting her know I got that hard for you.
Right.
And I know how to use it. Now, if you want more, be content and show up like how I need you to show up so you can earn some more of this.
Right. Because
you understand what I'm saying? But
right, because see the thing with people have this idea that scarcity makes something valuable, but that's not true. Scarcity is only valuable in the material world because it's a social construct. Because in actual reality, there is no such thing as scarcity. You see what I'm saying? But scarcity is used. You see what I'm saying? They don't understand. See, scarcity is used as a validation tool for people who don't understand their value. Do you see what I'm saying? This is why so many motherfuckers feel this way about the body count. Oh, she got a low body count? That means she's more valuable. No, that's a tool used to make you think that you're getting something more, which means that you're trying to use this for validation within yourself because you don't understand the value within you. That's why they use scarcity. Scarcity is used to make something seem more than it is so that you can chase that thing. But the reason why you're chasing that thing is because you think you need that thing to make you more valuable because you don't see the value within you in the first place. Do you see what I'm saying? So this is the thing you guys gotta understand. So don't let that fool you. So this is where this question is coming from. You thought that the gift was supposed to be something scarce to create this sort of value within it. But remember, that's on some material world shit. You feel what I'm saying? Meaning that this is a trick that's used to placate to your ego. You see what I'm saying? Because in nature, there's no scarcity. You see what I'm saying? But again, we use these mechanisms to try to create a certain hierarchy so that now I can say, well, you know, because you have low self-esteem already. So I'm going to play off your low self-esteem to say this thing here is scarce. So if you were to attain this thing, then you could have higher self-esteem, but you can't have higher self-esteem until you get that thing. So ladies, don't fuck, because if you fuck a lot and you have a lot of bodies, then that means that you're not scarce anymore, which means you're not valuable. And guys, don't get with this girl who has a high body count, because if you have a high body, if she has a high body count, she's not valuable. You got to get with this girl who's scarce, because if you get with the girl who's scarce, that will make you feel better about yourself because you pulled a woman who doesn't have a high body count. You see how that works? They trick you based on your ego. You see what I'm saying? That's how it works. That's how it works.
Bro, listen. Stop it. Tired of giving up this. Look, I'm about to make the game. I'm about to use scarcity to make this game that we spent, because y'all niggas.
That's a fact. But see, that's a perfect example. Somebody the other day in the chat said, Lucario, how do you keep coming up with things to talk about? And I said, bro, it's because we have an abundance of information. We actually live life. Our life is abundant. Yes. So there's always something going on. There's always experiences. There's always something that we're picking up on. There's always something that's being taught so that we pick up on that so we can teach you guys. You see what I'm saying? But a lot of times when people have scarcity, they're not thinking on that level, because they feel this is why motherfuckers hate, and this is why motherfuckers try to sabotage you, or they try to make sure you don't get it, because they're like, well, if he get it, then I can't get it, because there's only a certain amount. So, you know, I don't want them to flood the system, because you see what I'm saying? But if you understand abundance, then you understand that there's room for everybody. There's so much out there. There's more than you could even handle at some points. So the problem is too much motherfuckers have this scarcity mentality, but then they also use that to trick you into thinking that something is more valuable because it's scarce. And that's furthest from the truth. Everything has value. Do you see what I'm saying? There ain't no fucking such thing as this is high value, low nonsense, man. There's a bunch of bullshit. That's how they get you. You see what I'm saying? So don't believe all that bullshit. Crazy, man.
Oh, Lucario just gave y'all.
Tell y'all $1 million worth of game right there. That's what we try to tell y'all. That's what we try to tell y'all. You know what I'm saying? All right, we got a few more of these questions, and we're gonna wrap this shit up. Said I still see women as a burden. What's some advice to counter that? Be grateful. That's what we saw about earlier. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. Says how to be more spontaneous / tension building with women. Be honest. You know what I'm saying? That's basically what it is. Is the more honest you are. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, go ahead. No, I was saying the more honest.
Yeah.
Oh, you was cutting out. Go ahead.
You finished. The more honest you are.
You know, I was just saying, the more honest you are, then the more spontaneous things will be, and the more tension will be built, because what happens is that honesty is so authentic and real and within the moment. You know what I'm saying? So that's what it's about.
Yeah, I was gonna pretty much say the same thing, but in a different way. I was gonna say niggas be lying so much, the truth is actually exciting these days.
Right, exactly. That's a fact. Says, why do women reject me like to come back around me when I'm in the area, train station, Target, gross? I don't even know what he's talking about. I can't. We ain't got time. You have to call tomorrow. Go
back real quick. Go back real quick, please.
Yeah.
Okay. Palm trees. They're not coming back to you. What happened is they realized that you are a source of free attention.
Right.
That's all.
Right.
You probably hollered at them and showed that you were kind of needy and simpy and shit. And so when they see you, they're like, oh, I can get a free confident boost from this nigga. And so they holler at you when they see you. But that's about it. And this is why, guys, don't stop overthinking this shit.
Right.
It's either they fucking with you or they not. That's it. When you start asking these type of questions, now you're just wasting time, and they're using you for they're taking up space rent free in your mind, and so they use you for attention, bro. That's it.
Right. Real talk. It says she is never valuable until the man says she is, because the man is the one that chooses. Right. Well, yes. Well, she's, everyone has value, but she's not going to be valuable to that particular man unless she is valuable to that particular man, meaning that whatever he wants, then, and she's displaying that, then that's going to make her valuable to him. You see what I'm saying? This says, if she can't follow instructions, I'm never letting her plan the dates. What? I'm confused. Joel said, you spoke of if you care, she'll go. If you don't care, she'll stay. If you don't care, how can you enjoy her fully if you don't care about her or the experience? No, and I'm not saying that you don't care in the sense that you don't give a shit. What I'm saying is that you are, I can say it this way so it makes it a little clear. You're not hung up on whether she's there or not. You understand? Meaning that that's not going to ruin your situation, because like I said earlier, you share the experience. So so this is basically what it is. If you never get into a relationship with the expectation of holding on to the person, then you can never lose them. Do you see what I'm saying? So that's where the premise is that a lot of people get into the situation thinking, oh, I need this person, we got to be together forever and all this other stuff. So when it breaks up, then they're in turmoil, right? And they care so much of keeping it together because they feel like they need to, based off societal pressure, what they've been taught that needs to happen and all this other stuff. So what we're saying is that if you're in a situation and you don't care, meaning that you're like, I'm carefree, I'm just enjoying myself, right? That usually makes a woman want to stay because she also feels free in the relationship too. So what happens is that she feels free there, so she wants to be there. Do you see what I'm saying? That's how it works. Whenever you're trying to hold on to the chick, whenever you're like, well, what are you doing? Let me see your phone. Where are you going? She feels held down. She feels like she's trapped. She feels like she's in jail. That makes her want to break free. That makes her want to leave. But if she can be free there, she doesn't have to go anywhere. You see what I'm saying? That's how it works. Right. Now, if she does go somewhere, that's cool too. But you're like, well, it is what it is. I wasn't trying to keep you here in the first place. You see what I'm saying? And imagine how freeing that is, to where that anxiety that I was talking about, that worry, that goes away because you're not trying to hold on to anything. There's nothing to be anxious about. You see what I'm saying?
And that's what I was gonna say that replace the word care, Joe Blast, replace the word care with worry.
Right, exactly.
Replace the word care with worry. What Lucario was saying is that if you're not worried, she'll stay. You understand? Is worrying and being concerned is different from caring, and all of those things almost have nothing to do with your enjoyment.
Right.
Yeah, because you can fully be carefree and at the same time fully enjoy an experience.
Exactly.
You understand? I don't have to care to fully enjoy. Only person I have to care about is myself. I don't necessarily have to care about the woman to enjoy her enhancement to my experience.
Right.
And you don't necessarily have to care. And again, this is another one of those questions where it comes into ego and all that other shit.
Right.
Because why do I really need to care? If I invite a woman along for a beautiful experience, why do I need to care about her?
Right.
I don't need to actually care about her. I don't even need to love her necessarily. What I need to do is enjoy the experience.
Right.
You understand? Because she can leave at any time. She can come down with an illness. She can get hit by a bus. She can decide not to want to see me anymore. She can get called on stage by some fucking performer, and I never see her again.
Right.
So do I really care about her, or do I have to just focus on the enjoyment and the memory and the experience?
Right.
You see what I'm saying? And this again. This is like where it starts to get like this kind of like this esoteric spiritual shit where it's like to care or to worry or to be concerned has more to do with ego and feeling than it does to do with the experience of your soul.
Right.
Because as human beings, all our souls are actually connected. So I don't need to care about this particular person,
right,
when everybody's actually connected.
Right.
We're in this experience together. The fact that I invited you to this experience says everything it needs to say. So that covers the surface level feelings of care and love and admiration and all of that other shit, right?
Right.
But I invited you. That's all that really counts. And we're experiencing this thing together, whether it's sex, going out on a date, taking a walk, going to the beach, whatever it is, we're doing it together.
Right.
And the real part that's important is the choice. I chose you to spend this time with me.
Right. Exactly.
After that, I don't need to fucking care, because if once this experience is done and you're like, well, I'm going to go over here now.
Right.
It's life.
Real talk.
You understand? So don't get caught up in, oh, well, I got to care and I have to feel and all of this stuff. Manage your emotions. But at the end of the day, it's the choice that really matters.
Real talk. All right, we got like 5 more questions, actually. Do you think because we live in a society of forced conformity and we end up caring more about what other people want and disregard our masculine identity, and that's where all this anxiety stems from? Absolutely. Yes. So whenever you're going towards what society is saying and disregarding yourself, you're always going to feel that anxiety and that fucking frustration. So why do you guys seem to always think rules are based on insecurity? Is father correcting a child for stepping or speaking out of line insecure, or is he reinstating the orders of a command? No, it's only insecurity when it's fear-based. You understand what I'm saying? So you can create a situation that creates order and boundaries. That's what we talk about with the program. But what happens is the insecurity comes in when it's something that's fear-based, meaning, and a lot of times fear of losing, fear of, being without the situation. So if you're like, oh, well, I don't want my girl on Instagram because I don't want guys DMing her. Why? Because I don't want these guys to be talking to my girl. Why? Because if they talk to her, then she's probably going to talk back to them. So, but if she talks to them, she might get with them and leave me. That's basically where it's stemming from. You see what I'm saying? So it's all about that type of shit. You see what I mean? Let me see. So this one says, hold on. Where is the other one? I think it's the last one right here. Does Miles ever join in on the Pineapple Show? Is he talking about with the joint Steve and them be doing?
Yeah, I've been on there once, but that's just not my thing. It's really not my thing, because all of them shows like that, the new show they got now with the popping of the balloons,
right?
I just don't believe in any situation where you're putting people on like an auction block to get judged in front of others. Like that's why I believe in dates where it's one-on-one, and I spit whatever I'm spitting to her, and then I get to see her reaction based on how she responds to me, and that's it.
Right.
Because once we turn cameras on, once we set up some type of judgment mechanism, then a lot of it becomes disingenuous. You get what I'm saying? So
it can't be necessarily real at that point.
Yeah. You know, so that's why I don't really fuck with the like I said, I've done it before, and shout out to Steve and them, because there is a lot of game in it. Because I know I like how they break things down. It's just not my thing. But shout out to those guys, man. Shout out to Steve, Mr. 1950, and K Zaggin for doing that, because there's a lot of the breakdown. There's a lot of the breakdowns have a lot of game in it. So I do respect that part of it.
Right. Real talk. All right. So that's pretty much it, man. We about to wrap this shit up, man. Make sure you guys go to badboymembership.com, masculineidentitymembership.com. Make sure you guys go get the soap. You feel what I'm saying? Go to masculineidentitymembership.com to get the soap. You feel me? Make sure you guys get that shit. And anything else you want to say, Miles, before you get up out of here?
Yeah, make sure you guys check out the shows for, over the weekend. We got the Manhood is a Skill Set show, 1:30 Eastern time. Check out Lucario Saturday Night Live with Lucario, 5 p.m. Saturday night Eastern time. And then we got Real Game No Theory with the rest of the fellas. We got Mr. 1950, Steve the Dean, K Zaggin, Mr. Lucario, and myself. 12 noon Eastern time on any one of those channels, man. So we appreciate y'all. Like I said, appreciate everybody in the chat. Appreciate everybody that called in. And yeah, man, let's keep getting it, man. And again, guys, I'd like you guys to just get on the memberships. Fuck with us. Get some coaching, because I need y'all to think less and to know more. Stop thinking and just know. You need to know. Oh, and I got six jars of shea butter left if y'all want to get the shea butter. So
sure, get that shit. Get it. All right, people. So that's pretty much it. And we will holler at y'all later. Remember, the truth is inside you. Peace. We gone.
we're here to define what a man is, right?
Responsibility creates struggle, struggle creates strength, and strength creates structure.
How many people care about what people think about them? Be honest.
As a man, you got to be able to protect not just yourself, but your family.
When we talk about being a man, it's your behaviors.
But I don't say any of this to brag. I don't say any of this to gloat my life up or I'm better than anybody.
I start crying. I'm like, why am I crying? And so what I realized was,
you put yourself in a target-rich environment. You are the only woman that paid for a ticket to come to this event.
if you're trying to teach your daughter to be around a certain man and you're not that man yourself, she gonna choose you.
Hey, let me not touch this nigga. He too clean. Where is that on you?
It's not on me.
It's not on you. The only reason why it's not on you is because you didn't choose it.
Find the women who can actually help you build. And here's some deep game for you. You don't have to have sex with all of them.
Since 2016, I've been following Lucario and Miles. Y'all changed my life. Followed by Uncle Ram. So ever since then, I've been getting a little bit of too much ass at times.
You know, as a man, there's a balance to it. Your purpose and pussy. And the heavier your purpose.
Even if you lose the relationship, you don't lose yourself. And that's the most important part.
Yeah.